What's up, everybody? Okay, we're gonna do this a little different. I'm just gonna do all the elements here. Then we'll tap in and do the $20 mini reads. Okay, instead of just doing four different lives, y'all could just come here and just get everything. Okay. All right, let's get a prayer here. Okay. Beloved ancestor spirit guides, to the most high God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the most high God. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all literally listen. I woke up like this, okay? I took a nap and I woke up just okay. Yeah. It's time to get my hair retwisted and I just threw it up in a bun. I was like, okay, I gotta get back to work. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm from the South. Yeah, Grand Rising, babies. Grand Rising. Y'all, hold on one second, okay? I'm gonna put this free other TV in here, okay? So it can kind of be at a distance. But yeah, y'all give me just 1 second, okay? Here, I'm gonna turn y'all around. Y'all can see outside there. There you go. Okay. All right. No, sir. Let me see that. You that small. Can I have that? Okay? No cheating on that. All right. Yeah, that'll help you. Okay. All right, let's go. Come on, sir. Oh, yeah. You trying to race me in here? Okay. Confirmation, y'all. That was my justice coin flipping. Okay. Ooh. Somebody got some big justice coming toward them. Y'all, that's a beautiful view. It's just so sunny outside. Okay. All right. So y'all got the doors and everything open. Just bringing in this beautiful energy. All right. Yes. All right. What's going on, everybody? All right. Let's see what elements we're going to tap into here first. Y'all, instead of doing 4 different lives, I said, you know what? We're just going to do it all at once, okay? And I'll give a daily horoscope for each one. And you could just come here, okay? Oh, wow. Okay, that card wasn't supposed to be in there. Okay. Moving to calmer waters is going to be the theme for my elements. 3, mind, body, and soul, okay? All right. You could be a sun sign of whoever I'm talking to. Or something is coming to light so you can move to calmer waters. Okay. You're welcome. That's so crazy. Because look, the justice coin flipped over. Then moving to calmer waters just was in this deck here as well. So that's 2 confirmations. Okay, come on now. Woo, baby, we got Big Daddy Saturn, okay? Yeah, Big Daddy Saturn's in the building elements, okay? For all sun, fire, earth, okay, and water. You know, I said, listen, this is the month 4, okay? Don't be going in court line. Okay, air signs. Look, that's Libra, balancing the scales. Y'all, I'm telling you, somebody, ooh, child. Somebody want to keep on line here, air signs, okay? Or somebody, they moving to calmer waters. Somebody's doing something here, okay? Yeah, and then my hand's starting to itch. This could be about some money too, okay? As well. All right, let's tap in. Let's see what's going on here with my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, Libra's about balancing the scales, okay? Then you got Saturn. So you can have Saturn and Libra too, okay? What's going on here? Queen of Wands, okay? You can have this in your chart here. You're gaining that confidence, moving forward, doing what you need to do here. Okay. Could be with a King of Cups that's in reverse here. Somebody ain't emotionally stable here, okay? They're not mature. They're childish, air signs, okay? Just take it where it resonates. Somebody is not getting a new beginning here. This opportunist. King of Pentacles in reverse, making bad investments, hiding something somebody's not celebrating, okay? A lot of illusions around the situation here. And juggling something. Okay, tell me why the Queen of Wands is here. Why was that the first card out? What is this? Somebody's stagnant about the past here and what they've done to somebody. Air signs, why I feel like this has nothing to do with you. But this is somebody you're dealing with. This is somebody that you're dealing with, and there is a King of Cups that is doing something to this Queen of Wands, and they're stagnant about the past here and about something here. There is a message, okay, that's coming in. Somebody's being celebrated in the public eye, and this King of Cups, whoever this person is, they are envious. They are livid about something here, and it could be because this Queen of Wands here left them to come be with you, and somebody is angry as hell here, okay? Because somebody wanted to give somebody a fishy cup, and they woke up and they did not take this. They took the cup from the divine, okay, and they walked away, King of Swords, and they come to you. And this has got somebody livid. Like, they are so angry about this situation here, okay? So, say you're a Libra sun sign, but this Queen of Wands has got Libra and Saturn. So, it's like double Libra here. Somebody's trying to come up against. Pay attention, y'all. Class in session, okay? And it's like somebody's getting their behind handed to them. Okay, what's pleasant later? Somebody can't end something and somebody's not the main person here, okay? And they're upset because somebody is like they ain't the main character in somebody's story anymore here. Yeah, this false ass person here. Success and love. What else is going on here? Expectation. Ooh, I almost bit my tongue. Okay, so expectations is in reverse. Why do I feel like this fire sign stood up to this water sign and let loose on somebody and walked out, and y'all two got together and this person been attacking the whole time? This is what is coming to light here and moving the calmer waters here. This is almost like a personal damn reading. Receiving a gift. There is a meeting here about somebody going and getting married to somebody else. Like, somebody's pissed about this. And it's like somebody didn't take this news very well, air signs. Okay? And I'm hearing somebody from your past didn't take something very well either, because you and this Queen of Wands are together and y'all moving the calmer waters. Okay? And you're getting justice here. Okay, I'm also hearing that a brother's upset because you went off and you married this Queen of Wands as well. And it's like this person could be trying to give you some bad advice, and ooh, that's making my stomach cramp. About your relationship, you don't have patience because somebody didn't want something to change and they can't accept the fact that you moved on here, okay? And somebody don't got no peace. Because, see, what I'm getting there, sign, somebody had other plans for you. You changed your destiny up, went an opposite direction, and done something different here. And now this is something is about to be exposed with this Libra full moon and with Big Daddy Saturn coming in. Something is coming to light here about who and what was doing something. Somebody guilty of something. Death, something is ending. It could be a Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio masculine, air signs, fire signs that has been throwing the rock and hiding their hand. This, like I said, this message ain't gonna be for everybody. This could be a Scorpio masculine or feminine energy. This could be a fire sign, masculine or feminine. This could be an air sign, feminine or masculine. Somebody's health is in reverse. Y'all, guess what I would... Okay, I just posted a recent... there could be some receipts about somebody having some kind of I can't even talk, y'all. Parasite attached to them. And it's like this parasite wants a air sign and a fire sign. Okay? And it's like, nah, you can't have us. What's going on here? Because somebody got some attachments here. Yes, they are messing on my throat chakra. Yes, they don't want me telling the story. Because, see, you're not a failure. You're not in fear, air signs. Somebody's envious because they can't free themselves from something here. And it's almost like, okay, you could have been like somebody's energetic life support, right? Here. Both of y'all could have been somebody's energetic life support here, and they can't latch on no more because you don't have some type of attachment that they did, right? Because somebody still got it. Another story that I'm getting here too, there is a Libra woman and a Queen of Wands woman. Both of y'all detached from a King of Cups in the past here. And this King of Cups is sitting in a really bad situation. And they need y'all's energy, okay, to move to calmer waters. But the truth is coming out. Because I'm getting that this King of Cups in reverse here, done something, okay, to both of y'all. This person possibly tried to juggle both of y'all, something here, and now everything is coming to light here, and they can't blame anybody but themselves. And y'all don't have no doubts. Both of y'all could have moved on. Y'all, I got this storyline shit like a year and a half ago. Because somebody was a liar. And you focused on your growth and perseverance. And this person didn't want to surrender. Okay? Because they thought something was funny juggling two feminine energies here. And both of y'all evolved and moved on. Y'all remember how I said back then that there was a masculine energy that tried to juggle two divine feminines and fumble both of them? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, air signs. Yeah, that's what I got for you. All right, let's move on. Earth signs. I'm just getting started, baby. I've been here 21 minutes. I just done that, okay? The air sign reading. Y'all, my dog can go to sleep anywhere. He's just laying right here. You're welcome, babies. All right, let's see who we're doing next here. All right, moving to common waters, getting justice for water signs. Okay, Cancer. Okay. What's going on here for my water signs? Moving on, getting justice. Something about they was warned. Okay, water signs. They ain't want to listen. Yeah, somebody's a liar. Okay, and they being sneaky. They're in the Seven of Cups energy. Okay. Feeling stuck like Chuck. Okay. Somebody is carrying some burdens here. Because justice is being served here, water signs. Okay. And like I said, my justice coin flipped over. Okay. And moving the calmer waters. Okay. You got something anchored down here. Something is coming to fruition as well. Manifesting justice. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, you focus on work, doing what you need to do. Staying out the way. You could be in the public eye being recognized here. Okay. Or this could be a cross watcher. Just take it where it resonates here. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. And baby, somebody's not celebrating. They mad as fuck. Okay. They ain't getting no new beginning here. Okay. Hierophant. Okay. Something about the courts, divine intervention. Something that's happening here. And then I got a fly in the window that's stuck. Okay. Somebody could be trying to send monitoring spirits. Possibly need to cleanse, okay? Cleanse the house. Florida water. Some lavender fabuloso, okay? Mop the floors. Wipe the walls down. Open the windows. Something about doing some spring cleaning, okay? Maybe even getting somebody's stuff up out of your house could be significant, okay? Or somebody getting somebody's stuff up out of their house. Yeah, I'm feeling a spring cleaning, okay, for all my elements. Listen, if you don't wear it, if you don't use it, move that shit. If it's old, get it out of there. Something about something holding some kind of energy here, okay? Yeah. Like, you can, y'all, what is it called? Them damn diffuser things. Get you some liquid lavender, or damn, get your burn bowl, okay? Put you some some lavender herbs in there. Burn them. Confirmation. Okay. 1:22 on the clock. Lavender incense. Something about your peace is bothering somebody. Because their foundation is in reverse and you're woke to this, okay? Tell me what's going on here. Queen of Cups, okay? Using your intuition, staying in a very loving, caring energy. It's almost like, okay, somebody here on your side or cross watch, somebody wanted somebody just to be a total, just like asshole monster, you know, evil. And somebody's just like, I would rather cut you off than treat you like that. It's like, we ain't nobody fixing to do this, right, collective? That's like if you gotta smack somebody or curse at them or, you know, anything, be abusive, period, to somebody. Like somebody's over this because they've already dealt with this before, right? And they're like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, it's almost like somebody raising up out their chair when somebody raised their voice and they're like, who are you talking to? Like, listen now. Ain't not finna do this with you. It's, you know, I can get in this Queen of Cups energy, but I can also get in that Queen of Swords and tell you where to go and how to get there real quick, right? Do I need to grab, like, what's up? Like, what you trying to do here? Yeah, that part, yeah. And there could be somebody that's in the court system here as well, water signs, that is like, when they come and talk to you, this is how they talk to you. Like, I remember whenever I had to go, I remember the lady walked up and she started like doing, you know, and I looked at her and I'm like, ma'am, I'm not your child and you need to get your hand away from my face. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, who are you speaking to like that? Y'all, that woman just looked at me. Yeah, you heard what I said. Do I need to put a little bass in my voice while I say it? Like, who are you talking to? Cause and it's like somebody don't understand. Like, somebody's done here, okay? Somebody is not fucking around. They're done. They're done playing with somebody, moving the calmer waters, getting justice. And this could have something to do with somebody's ex-lover here as well. Somebody got a case of diabetes here. And it's like during this Mercury retrograde, they couldn't come back. That's because you done ended this cycle. Or somebody don't want the, okay, listen now. Somebody don't want this fishy cup here. Somebody ain't taking no fishy ass cup here. Yeah, see, listen, the wounded warrior leave anything and everybody out in the cold. They not playing around here, water signs, okay? I don't know. You could be dealing with fire, earth, water signs, earth signs, okay, air signs, somebody here. Like somebody just a liar, and it's like, man, shut your lying ass up. Yeah, don't nobody want that old dirty fishy ass cup, okay? I heard you like them fishy, so go. Water signs, I ain't doing this. I'm not. The opportunist is in reverse, okay? Somebody's magic has backfired here, okay? And somebody is focused on healing, okay? And that's it. They're like, no. Right? But somebody's still, something about this full moon in Libra, something's about to come out about what somebody was trying to do to somebody's money or trying to hold them back. Because see, this Knight of Cups rushes in, gets what they want, and then they leave, whoever's in this energy. And it's like somebody has been stopped dead in their tracks. This is like somebody pulling up to somebody's house and they don't live there no more. Or this is like somebody pulling up and the locks are changed. Like, baby, listen, we're done. We're done. It's officially done. Somebody could pull up and all they shit is sitting outside. Okay? I heard on the 3rd floor, somebody could live in an apartment complex or something here, and they show up to, I heard the Virgo's door, and somebody's shit is sitting outside with a note saying, listen, don't even knock on the door, just take your stuff and just go. Well, okay, water signs, that's what I got for y'all. Yeah. I don't know what somebody's doing, but yeah, this Libra full moon about to bring some justice in here. Somebody moving in calmer waters here, water signs. Okay, let's see here. All right, fire sign, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what's going on, fire signs. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. What's understood don't have to be explained. You could be having a Queen of Wands in reverse, okay, that is coming back, that needs you, okay? I'm getting that this person could be in a psychosis. This is somebody here that you tried to help, but they was promiscuous and they wanted to go lay down the street. Okay, Sagittarius, listen, I'm not doing this with y'all. Why you just like stepped in the building like, hey, VG, look, this is the story. I'm telling my part of the story, okay? It's like somebody's here is like, no, listen, I've been quiet long enough. You fixing to hear me out, okay, VG? Because I didn't do it. I tried to help this hoe, and she was promiscuous, and she wanted to go down the street, and she wanted to lay down there, so I let her go, okay? Sagittarius, I'm going to need you to breathe, okay? I'm going to need you to calm down. Just, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Hey, look, Sagittarius said, this ain't my 2 of cups, okay? This ain't my lover. Okay, Saggy, calm down. Calm down. What's going on here, fire signs? Ooh, shit. He said a hoe don't love. Somebody cut communication and their foundation now is fine. Okay, well, we ain't doing earth signs yet. We're over here on the fire signs. I've done air and water. Now we on fire. Okay, love? All right. Ah, shit. Listen now. Somebody ain't got no wisdom. Okay? Somebody focus on their bag. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Somebody wants to bring in a fishy cup here because they're unhealed. Okay, their Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. They can't play victim here. Yeah, okay. Transformation in reverse, and they over here and they trying to juggle somebody. Fire signs, and it's like, come again. Who are you trying to juggle? Because I don't want that shit. Okay? Like, no. Y'all know on the 12th, Venus leaves retrograde as well. So this is going to be time where people are like, you getting your pink slip or not? Like, what you going to do? You going to meal do a barbecue here? Are you going to step up to the plate? Because if you're not, your ass is get... Y'all, last night I posted on my Facebook, I said, people playing with folks, they about to be looking for shelter and a hot plate. Because folks is done. Like, if it's a repeat of like your last relationship, you starting to see patterns of that, Child, listen, you gonna see some people out here talking about, hey, can I come over there and crash? We'll do, yeah, can you come and get me? I got to, y'all, I'm telling you, people gonna be making phone calls. And this could be where that energy's coming in, where doors are closed. Like, oh, I don't live there no more. Or they try to call your phone and your phone don't work. Something about this, fire signs. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was only down for like 17 hours, sis. Y'all, please share my YouTube, okay? Because I got a lot of people that's like trying to find me. I had somebody else email me last night, said, I can't find you, VG. Y'all, I don't use that actual name anymore. It's, yeah, I use VG spiritual investigator, okay? If y'all want to let your friends know and your family and everybody that watches, yeah, please share it for me, okay? So we can get this whole family back together. It's kind of like, okay, y'all, I've been in a custody battle with y'all, okay? That's what it kind of feels like. Because I'm having to fight for y'all, okay? Cuz that y'all's other karmic mamas and daddies and sisters, they want custody, y'all, okay? And I've been in a battle trying to get all y'all together, okay? And bring you back to a safe place. Okay, that can be very significant, fire signs. Somebody knows that you're their safe place, okay? And they're ready to come back and like, and it's like, well, this could be about your kids as well. Fire signs, like, they're starting to figure out who's a safe place here and who's not, and who is not where they're supposed to be, okay? And listen, soul family, I just want you to know, okay, to all my little soul children out there, I've been fighting hard for y'all, okay? They've been dragging me through it, okay? But I've been fighting hard for y'all. Tell me here about the Two of Pentacles. See, completion of a cycle. Mm-hmm. Because y'all, somebody out here trying to sacrifice somebody, okay? Somebody could have tried to sacrifice somebody here for some money, and that's the reason they wanted the kids. And they're like, oh, no, the kids are better off with me and blah, blah, blah. But really, it was about money here. And there could be somebody's children that's finding this out as well, okay? They could be finding out their mama or daddy is unstable here. Like, okay, hold on. You said you was a stable one, okay? What do you mean? Yeah. And you untied yourself from a third party over here, okay? Or somebody's untied themselves, okay? Possibly from an earth sign over here. Somebody here, okay? Because Three of Pentacles, that's earth. I don't know why I just heard earth, wind, and fire. Earth, wind, and fire. Y'all remember that group? Somebody could be that age, okay? Fire signs, what's going on? Somebody under harsh judgment here, okay? Because they want you to drink from this cup, and you like, I don't want your cup. Like, what part of this don't you understand? Somebody heartless, and you got in the damn boat, and you're moving in calmer waters, and look, you like, and I got my swords with me, so go on play with me if you want to. You see them right there? I got my swords too, okay? So go on, take your ass over there, and somebody sitting there, take the blindfold off, okay? Somebody needs to take the blindfold off here. Because that Ten of Swords is right there in front of somebody's face. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting Sagittarius. When your daddy finds out that you pregnant, oh, they about to go off, okay? You said older than dirt, Karen. Listen, that's called wisdom, baby. Okay. Yeah. Somebody here could be 17, fixing to be 18. This could be very significant. And they about to find out that somebody's pregnant. Or this could have been what happened, fire signs. You was 17 and pregnant, okay? And somebody had a grudge ever since, okay? And it's like, do you know how many years I've moved on from this, okay? I'm the one that actually had the baby. Like, you ain't the one that had to carry the baby. This could be a baby's father. And you're like, do you know that I still have stretch marks? I still have wounds from actually carrying the child that you didn't have to. Okay, and it's like somebody's like, oh, you ruined my life, and oh, da, 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 da. And fire signs are over here, and you're like, motherfucker, you act like you the one that had the child or something. Like, what is wrong with your crybaby ass? Just move on. Like, and somebody may not have looked at it like that. Now they're changing their perspective because now they're fixing to have a 17-year-old daughter that's pregnant. Okay. Yeah, like they didn't understand like what's going. Somebody here been look. Somebody's been a burden for a long time. Fire signs. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse. Like somebody been a burden for a long time, and this could be for like your person. Okay, this could be very significant, and it's like this Queen of Swords don't want to move on. Okay. And you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You trying to get this bag. Y'all trying to build, trying to buy a house. You trying to do something here. And then you got this raggedy bitch energy over here that won't stop and won't leave shit alone. Look, my hands itching. Okay. You're about to be blessed because somebody here just needs to get over themselves and like move, go. Something about this. Yeah, fire signs. I feel like you got a mouthful to tell somebody. It's like I can't do this. Like, you know, I'm trying to do shit. I'm trying to keep the foundation standing. I don't got time for this shit. I don't give a fuck about your raggedy ass friend or how long you known somebody or your raggedy ass family. Like fire signs, I really feel like you're like in this energy of like, listen, if you ain't putting the gas pedal, okay, the pedal to the metal, you got to get the fuck on somewhere because I can't do this. Something about this fire signs. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, listen now. Earth signs. Let's get into it. But y'all, okay, y'all do realize that this is Aries energy. Okay, I need y'all to pay attention. In 2026, same thing. All gas, no brake. Aries gonna be real popping up in a lot of placements. Okay, and transiting in different placements. In 2026 as well. So if you ain't about movement, action, you're going to be left in the dust, okay? Because folks is leaving you. Hello, welcome, babies. Folks is leaving. They don't care. Because ain't nobody finna just stay stuck in those Seven of Pentacles energy. Okay, y'all see she over there. She's tending to her garden. She's like, nah, we ain't doing this. Movement, I'm telling you, okay? And it's like, you need to mature, okay? Maturity is important, okay? Don't be having all these fears. Don't be scared of success. Don't be scared to go out there and do it. Because if you scared, guess what? Somebody gonna let your ass, they gonna look you straight in your face and ask you what you gonna do, meal deal barbecue, because baby, I'm gone, okay? Because I got stuff to do. Like, it's like, what are we sitting and waiting on? Like, what's going on here? Everybody can be successful. Everybody can do this. Why are we just sitting? It's like, no, I ain't better. No, you're better. No, we all can be good, okay? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, something about this, okay? Somebody's in competition and collective. You could have won the competition and you didn't know that you was competing. And you're like, what is going on here? Because you're in this, especially if you got Aries. I just almost bit my tongue. If you got Aries highly aspected in your chart, it doesn't matter what sun sign you are. Child, you are on go mode, okay? You are gassing the boat up and you're getting ready to go. And that's it. You're tired of sitting around waiting on something or somebody. Like, there's something about this, okay? Yeah. All right, Earth signs. What we got for you guys? Shit. Okay, I just heard, I got a collective of Virgos that said, listen, all you low vibrational Virgos need to go back to the karmic playground, okay? And get out of our readings, because it's time for us to shine. We don't care about y'all narcissistic psychos that can't get your head out your... Okay. Yeah, I guess y'all heard that, didn't you? Okay. So y'all low vibrational Virgos ain't gonna get to take over no reading, okay? Because the high vibrational Virgos coming through and saying, listen, that shit ain't us, okay? That ain't what we doing over here, VG. Okay, y'all coming through today. Listen, about time to speak up for yourself. Shit, listen now. About time y'all speak up for yourself. Capricorn. Mm-hmm. See, you got it. Look, Mars. Somebody wants to be in this energy, okay? That they want war, and it's like, no, we on a higher timeline. We don't want to be in that war energy, okay? Something about this. All right, Earth signs. That's what I'm saying. Listen, everybody is building their ship collective in 2026. I mean, 2020. Okay, 2026 can be significant. 2025, though, y'all. I think I'm already in 2026. Okay, I'm not even on this timeline with y'all. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's like you done built a ship collective, and you already on the timeline of 2026, and people sitting here saying, what are you talking about? Shit, this is what I'm talking about. See, I built my ship in 2025 because I was already on that timeline. Now we setting the sail. Okay, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because now, baby, it's over. Something about that. Elizabeth, listen, you about to be turned to something. I heard you about to be turned to sand. Okay, because you keep looking back. Hold up, what was that? They told that one person don't look back. They was gonna turn to stone or some shit. Well, that's what happened. That's why you're here. You done turned to stone because you don't know how to mind your damn business. Okay, that's what happens. Yeah. All right, tell me what's going on with my earth signs here. Look, you say I ain't fighting. I'm not fighting. 5 of Wands. I got shit to do. I gotta go. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. I'm trying to go get to my 10. Okay. That's ultimate happiness. That's ultimate success. Like, go on and get. Yep, a pillar of salt. There it is. Maybe somebody needs to salt their house. Maybe you need to clean with some salt water. Do some salt. Pour some salt, vinegar, Florida water. Oh, child, somebody's house. Okay, y'all need it. Y'all need a whole damn. Y'all need to be dipped in holy water. Okay, hold on now. I'm getting salt, vinegar, Florida water. Okay, 2 teaspoons of Clorox, 2 teaspoons of ammonia. Somebody needs to do a spiritual bath. Okay? And that's what you need to be. That's what you need to use. Just rewind it back. Write it down. Okay? Pray over that bad boy. Set in it. You need to cleanse. Somebody needs a major cleansing kit. Okay? Y'all remember one time I gave a person a spiritual bath? Okay? Y'all, I'm not even kidding y'all. The water was brown. It left a ring around the tub. Okay? That's how much ish was on this person. It was an elderly woman. And I was like, oh my. Yeah. Look, when I ain't never told y'all to use Clorox or damn ammonia. 2 teaspoons of each. Yeah. Somebody needs a hell of a cleansing here. Because something about childhood, and somebody been doing magic on somebody since childhood, okay? And that's what's going on here. And I feel like somebody's trying to fight their way up out of this. This could be somebody going to somebody saying, listen, I need a potent spiritual bath. Like, how can I get this energy off of me so I can move on from my childhood? Because somebody been doing work on somebody since their childhood here, okay? Okay, that would make sense about the parasite, where I said somebody has a parasite that's attached to them and it's taking over them. Somebody could be reading up on this, figuring this out, and they're like, okay, well, how the hell do I get this off? Okay? Yeah. Somebody is in fear of the Ace of Pentacles to go make money. It's like somebody's in this This energy of lack mentality. Like, oh, well, this is not gonna happen. This, well, of course it ain't, because this is the energy that you keep sending out to the universe. You keep talking about that you're broke, you're sick, you're tired, you're this, you're that. These are all the things that you're going to be, because that's the frequency that you're sending out to the universe, right? So when you wake up, you tell yourself, today I'm abundant, I am loved, I am healthy, I'm this, I'm A, B, D, C, or whatever you need, right? But why are you sitting and you're talking to yourself like this, right? Like, we already know what they did to you in the past. We know about the corruption, the lies, the courts, and all of this. Get in your boat and move forward. Fuck them. What you gonna do about it? And that's the truth. Cleanse yourself. Move on. Justice gonna be served. But somebody's putting all their energy into this over here. This is why ain't nothing happening. This is like going and wallering in the mud. Okay, and then you got kids that's making mud pies in the bathtub, and you just go in there and sit in it. I mean, it's what was the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, there's something here, and it's like, and okay, earth signs, you could be dealing with somebody that's all they ever talk about is past, 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 and you're like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting a message. Earth signs, you could have a son that's infatuated with their ex-lover, and this is all they ever talk about. Okay? And you're sitting here and you're like, okay, son, why are you still worried about this person? What's the deal here? Because, like, this person's done moved on, okay? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't change the past. And I kind of, look, you could have an Aquarius sun, and you sitting here, you're like, that I can't. Like, you've been holding yourself back, and you've been over here trying to do this to this person. Like, I feel like there's a father-son conversation that's about to be had, and I feel like you, earth signs, are about to hand it to your son and say, listen, you done took shit too far. Like, this is way too far. You need to go get some help. You're sick. Something's wrong with you. Because somebody here is heartbroken because they can't sacrifice their ex-lover, their baby mama, somebody. They refuse to go through their transformation, probably drinking themselves to death, doing all kind of things. And earth sign, you sitting over here and you like, this is just not, this ain't healthy. This is an unhealthy obsession, right? That somebody has here. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, yeah. Because, see, somebody can be real traditional, and they're like, oh my God, this wasn't supposed to happen. They wasn't supposed to get a divorce, and da-da-da. You need mind fucking business. Listen now, somebody ain't traditional here. They don't give a fuck about your tradition. They don't care about that. Somebody got a whole nother belief system here. They don't care. So why are you over here trying to control the narrative of somebody's life? And it's like, oh, well, that's against what we believe. You don't get no divorce. Well, let me just tell you, okay? If somebody is whooping you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you gotta go. I don't care if you got kids. I don't care if that is your belief system. You gotta go, okay? Are you gonna consistently stay in something here? And it's like somebody had to weigh the scales out, and somebody built them a little boat, took what they needed, and got the fuck on somewhere. It's like, and somebody's still stuck. Like, they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, they just go seek some professional help. That's what you need to do, okay? Because if you think that you can sit here and beat somebody physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, and they just gonna sit there and stay, you're sadly mistaken, okay? You're the one that's got the issue anyway, so quit projecting it onto somebody else. Earth signs is kind of like you're having this conversation with somebody. And it's like, no. Like, do you know what you're doing? Yeah. Earth signs, I feel like, you just kind of just been like quiet, sitting back, or a cross watcher here. And it's like, should we tell them? Should we tell them? Who's going to tell them? And I feel like this for my spiritual community, right? It's like we're sitting back and we're watching things, and it's like, okay, which one of y'all going to tell them? And we're all looking at each other and we're like, well, I will. I'll be the one. I'll tell them. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. And it's like the people that speak up, we're over here and we're like, yeah, we'll tell them. Now everybody's like, oh no, you was not supposed to say anything. You were supposed to just be quiet. And the whole time we're sitting over here and we're like, we can see you. We see what you're doing. Okay. Listen, everybody can see you. And then we just go back looking at the Nine of Pentacles, focus, and then there's a Queen of Swords over here that wants somebody's lover so bad they don't know what to do here. And it's like, this could be, your lover, Earth signs. This Queen of Swords, she wants everybody's man. Why she come out the first time reading too? She wants everybody's man. Whoever I have his hoe, that's who she gonna go lay up with, okay? Whoever's in this Queen of Swords in reverse energy, I can't. This is somebody here that they'll whatever they can get, okay? They hot and ready like a Little Caesars. They're a 3 a.m. call, you know what I'm saying? And then they get over here and yeah, it's very strange here, Earth signs. What's going on? And you could be finding this out about somebody. Somebody here, they'll do some strange things for change, okay? You sitting over here and you like, damn, I didn't know that you got down like this. Yeah. Let me drink my coffee, y'all, okay? Listen now. All right, Earth signs. Okay, now I'm going to do a collective element read for everybody. Woo, child, listen. And then, y'all, we're going to jump into the $20 mini reads, okay? Y'all, I forgot to put the 2 questions for $10. If y'all want that too, just let me know, okay? Or if you want a Reiki session, or if you need a personal reading, okay? I'm available for, Reiki, personal, or just a $20 mini reading. Let me just kind of give you a little rundown of what the hell is going on, okay? Sometimes that's all we need is just... hey, can you help me change my perspective? Because I feel like I'm stuck. Yeah, let me tell you something, sis, bro. I got you, right? Like, yeah. Because y'all know over here, thank you. This is a TikTok special, okay? Over there on TikTok shop. Yeah, I think, let's see. I got them for like $2, sis. I love these glasses. I think they're very, very awesome. But, sometimes, collective... it's good to get advice from a stranger because they're not emotionally attached to your situation, right? And it's like sometimes we look at things the wrong way. We're looking at things because we're emotionally attached to it. That's like even myself. Listen, with me being a reader, sometimes I got to call another spiritualist or another reader and be like, sis, what am I not seeing correctly? Like something is, because I'm too emotionally attached to it, right? Because sometimes when you love somebody, you look past some of the dumb shit they always do. And it's like, okay, let me look at this closer. But, the more that I've evolved, the more that I'm just like, okay, Spirit, give me a sign, okay? Make the damn picture fall off the wall, do whatever needs to happen, right? I will like, shit, bring me a blue bird, something. I will be very, very, specific about what it is that I need. Like, hey, tell me what it is. Bring me this. Show me this, right? And then sometimes, I click on the World Wide Web, and guess what? There's the bird that I asked for, because that's the confirmation I needed. Y'all remember me telling y'all that? Hello, welcome. If you need a sign, ask Spirit. Say, listen, if this is what this situation is for me, send me a red bird. Send me a red cardinal. Send me a a blue jaybird. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What is it? Give me your paw. Get up here. Give me your paw. Come on. Yeah. Okay. You want to say hi to the world? Y'all, there's Hercules. He's saying hey. Right there. Y'all, look at, he's such a big dude. You ain't gonna look at the camera today? Huh? Okay, get your nail out of my arm. You ain't gonna look at the camera today? And say hey, everybody? Yeah. Say I'm a big guy. Okay. Chuckle. Hey. So I'm a big dude, y'all. Listen, I got some big old paws. Okay. Okay, let's get down. Here. Well, Gloria, it sounds like things are on course if that's what's done happened. If he stole from you, now he's being stole from. That's what it is. He's a child. Here you go, babies. Here, it's right there, babies. There's your bacon treats right there. Over here. Come on. They're right there. Right. What's up? Okay, so family, I'll be right back. I'm finna go smoke real quick and then we'll do the collective's energy, okay? For everybody, I'm gonna turn you around. Did you eat your bacon treats? Okay, good boy. Hercules. You're not gonna go outside? Okay. Okay, guys. The Hercules is in here laying down. All right. Okay. All right, beloved. Give me some messages here for my collective. Okay, they left without notice. Somebody could have ghosted you. Lisa, yeah, I was just smoking a cigarette, and I was trying to get my dog together. Yeah, shit, I've been on that sober recovery shit right at 10 years now. I don't partake. I'm very, very proud of myself. That's this right here is VG's addiction. It's helping people. I love helping people. One love. Listen, they took down my other platform, so I'm rebuilding a new one. Let your people know, okay? Yeah, let everybody know I'm back in action, okay? Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's see. We're gonna use another deck. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Listen, ain't none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like we all been through things. It's okay. I promise you, one day you're gonna wake up and be like, okay, you know what, God, I'm done with this. I don't want to get high no more. I don't want to drink no more. I don't pop pills no more. You know, if you need to, pray about it. Ask God to take that taste out of your mouth, take that addiction away, whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, you can get through anything. You sure can. All right, what's this ghosting situation? With something was up to you, and you just let somebody go on and just be a ghost. You trusted the process. Your health improved, okay? And you're like, well, damn, thank you. You did me a favor. Like, I didn't realize that you staying attached to me was keeping my health, something about this, okay? And this could be somebody that has an addiction as well while we're talking about that. That could be very significant. Hey, it's all good. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. That situation that happened on there on my Vision Goddess Tarot channel, somebody helped me trim the fat. And they actually did me a favor because it was a lot of karmic energies that was over there. So it's like this channel is really high vibrational. And that's what I want. And that's a thing of the past, right? So, it's kind of like building the new ship and everybody getting on. And that's what we're doing here. A lot of lessons learned for myself and everybody else. Yeah, if you would like a mini read, just let me know. Just drop your $20 on my Cash App, PayPal. It is. That's exactly what it is. Because a lot of people is evolving, and y'all don't want to hear about things. You know what I'm saying? That's repetitive, that keeps going on. We're talking about building a new ship and going somewhere else and jumping timelines, and what's coming in for your future. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you still got some laggers here that that ghosted you, and now they crying, and it's like, well, whatever. Like, but it was up to you, and you trusted the process, and your health's improved moving forward, right? because it saved my life. Can I tell you something about spirituality? Spirituality saved my life. Because I was raised up in a church, right? It was liars, manipulators. The pastor was sleeping with the deacon's wife. You know, you name it, it was happening. Okay. And this is just my belief system. It don't have to be everybody else's. But then years later, I come to understand that, you know what, he was just a man. And it is what it is. Okay. Jesus was a prophet. He's not God. Jesus is a prophet. He went around teaching people just like I do. Right? So this is what it is. Like y'all say that it's this and it's that, but until you get a better understanding and you start doing your own diving deep and start reading and really start getting the knowledge, then how do you know? So in your own words, you just said it. He did miracles and he claimed to be God. Can you make it make sense? And you know Jesus hung out with drug addicts, prostitutes, and homeless people. He's a prophet. He's not God. He went and he never had a church, right? He didn't. And that's the thing. Like, he went to their place and he helped them. He didn't have no special worship service or nothing else. It is what it is. So just like ourselves, God's within us, right? Just like Jesus knew that about himself, okay? He was a prophet. He went and he was a teacher. In spirituality, that's what a lot of us are becoming, as teachers. Because in some sense, he was just there to bring a higher consciousness, okay? The 144,000. So you see what I'm saying? So look, you said Jesus is the church. The church was within him. And he took the word and he went and he done what he was supposed to do. To go out and help folks. Did you know the churches wouldn't even let him in? Now see, people don't talk about that though. And Jesus wasn't crucified. He was killed by his own soldiers. That's another story for another day though. $144,000 is a frequency. It's higher consciousness. Okay? It's not 144,000 people. At the end of the day, like I'm going to go back to what I was saying. Spirituality saved my life because it helped me understand. Because you know what that place taught me? It taught me to be judgmental, right? Because when I found out that the pastor was sleeping with the deacon's wife, I was so angry because I was like, how do you get up here and tell us to do A, B, C, or D, and you're over here and you're doing this? Well, whenever I really started learning about spirituality and stuff, we don't judge. I learned that he was just a horny man, okay? And he had a sex addiction. But that don't mean that I needed to judge him. But the church taught me that he was going to hell. We're already living in hell. He was just being a man. He had a sex addiction. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it taught me, like, because I was so angry for years. I was like, how could he get up there and he talk about this and talk about that? but that was something that he done in his past. So, you know, people can change, right? And in spirituality, that's what it is. It's like we're trying to help you get to a higher conscious level and teach you that your past, your mistakes is not you. You can evolve from that. You know how many people has evolved from a sex addiction where they was out sleeping around and doing things and wasn't a good husband or a good wife? They can redeem themselves. They actually can evolve and get up out of that type of energy. But it's all about where did that energy come from? Childhood. Did you have a cheating ass daddy or a cheating ass mama? Wherever he laid his hat, that was his home. He was non-committal. Is this something you seen from your childhood? Because it always goes back to where you seen this at. You see what I'm saying? What was you taught? Like that's and see a lot of people they don't want you. You know they want you to. No, we're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna worry about this. But you done accumulated the same behaviors. No. It's time for you to break them generational curses. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, spirituality saved my life. Because, listen, I come from a bunch of junkies and dopeheads and pedophiles and woman beating ass men. Okay, listen now. I come from a whole slew of things. So when I started looking at myself, understanding why I needed to go get high, why I needed to do this, and what was going on, right? I felt right, the root of the problem. I started looking at my family and I'm like, whoo, child. Okay. Because I always had a problem with it. Because I'd always look around and I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That ain't right. Why? But everybody had to shh. Everybody had to be quiet. No, we ain't gonna be quiet. So, cause see, I was the little 5-year-old that always just blurted out things and talked about things, right? And it's crazy, you know. And now today they still don't want to have a conversation with me or talk to me because of the simple fact I talk about who they are and what they did. I don't give a fuck. You don't got to talk to me. You don't have to like my kids. You don't have to come to my events. Half of the motherfuckers don't have my address. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you know how many people come from that type of background? About 95% of everybody, okay, come from some type of background like that. And we all over here like trying to just cope and we don't know what's going on. You know, and it's like this ain't healthy. This ain't good. Like we need to tap back into ourselves to that higher consciousness, right? Yeah. So, you know. Now ask yourself, what kind of background did you come from? Broken relationships? A father that used to beat your mother? Or was you even with your parents? Did you live with your grandparents? See, you start looking at your raising and where you come from. You start seeing these. Look, somebody's chest is hurting in the background. Okay, you got anxiety because I'm touching on something. If you would like for me to read for it, drop me a payment. I got you. Look, somebody got anxiety here because it's like somebody's starting to realize wherever the fuck they come from. Baby, it's time for you to realize it's dysfunctional. It's toxic. It's bad for your health. Okay? If somebody ghosted you here, you need to trust the process because your health is going to improve. Okay? Yeah. That part. And collective, it's okay. Cause listen, what you say? I'm just gonna compromise here and figure it out, and I'm gonna move on. And that's really really important. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of these people they got these attachments and these parasites, and they ain't never gonna change. And that's time for you to go. Okay. If you would like for me to read, if you're going to reunion with your partner, I will read for you. I will give you a mini read. Drop your Cash App and PayPal, okay? Thank you. Reciprocate the energy for me. I'm doing a collective reading right now. But yeah, collective, I'm telling you, look, within the next few months, yeah, you or this could have been already in the last few months. You've been assessing the situation and you like, shit, my health has gotten better. I'm good. I feel better. Like, oh, okay, this is good for me, right? Yeah, that part. Y'all do realize that some of these past people can't come back because they actually have something physically. And spirit is not letting them come back because they're not able to get near you to get you sick. Okay. I guess you can't hear, can you? I'm not giving no free energy away. Okay. If you want me to read for you, $20. I mean, what's $20? Y'all folks be killing me always trying to get something for free. Yeah, it's I mean, dang. Cause see, okay, y'all know I just went into that whole spiel, y'all. See, something about somebody's sexual addiction here had gotten way out of control and they was very promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this could be the dirty ass energy that keeps sending something, and you over here and you like, man, what is this? Like, cause somebody here got that shit. That's what that is. Okay, I'm not saying in this energy. I'm about to cleanse again. Okay, let me open this. I got some root water here. Like this is ridiculous. Okay, and this could be this money hungry ass energy that want to stay connected to your root chakra because they sick. If somebody is sick, y'all, you will see that they are possibly in a really, really bad situation. Okay. Yeah, like y'all, I'm telling you something about this, okay? Ooh, child. Y'all, why my damn frequency stop in the background? Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me go over here and fix it. You coming to tell me? Yeah, it stopped. Hey boy. Hey boy. You done ate the bear's leg off. What's going on? Okay. Well, we're at the beach now, baby. Okay. Baby, somebody get ready to go on a vacation because I sure know I need one, honey. That's in water frequencies. Hold on, babies. Whoa. Okay. Well, tell me about it. Okay. Okay. Is that how you feel about it? Well, see, what happened was, Mama was going back to work. Yeah. Okay. Go outside. Go outside. Okay. Y'all, my frequency switched over to the beach. Okay. So I guess that's what we doing. I guess it's time to plan that vacation that you've been wanting to go on. Okay, is that something you've been manifesting, that vacation? Thank you, babies. Yes, ma'am, he did. Yeah, he's always giving messages. Yeah, I live around tobacco fields here, and there's a John Deere tractor just went by. Okay, he was watering. He had a big old water barrel. Okay, yeah. Something about you watering something here. Okay, maybe your plants, watering yourself is very, very important here. Okay, given something about that vacation is probably really important. You need to, need some time off. That could be very significant because sometimes y'all, I ain't gonna lie, it gets exhausting because y'all see, look, people come in, they want me to constantly give, 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 give. Hey, I appreciate it. But people like, it's like they treat me like I ain't giving enough. It's like, what is going on? Like, I give you daily horoscopes, I give you a daily energy check-in, and then I come on live, I'm giving you all types of messages, right? And it's like, no, you're not telling me what I want to hear. It's like you're giving this message, but that ain't what I want to hear. Well, then I'm not the reader for you, right, collective? It's like just move on. Go find somebody that's gonna give you that low vibrational karmic message. I'm trying to teach you how to move on, right? That's why I said like it's a renewal for me, right? For this new channel and elevating and moving forward. We're on a different timeline, and that's just what it is. It is what it is, okay? Yeah. I want you to move on. I want you to heal, and I want you to take the tools that I can provide for you and get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? And really find a peace of mind and do what needs to be done. What is going to help you, right? And get you out of that stagnant energy. And yeah, y'all, a lot of people just don't want to be out of that stagnant energy. Exactly. And that's what I had to learn. Like, I do enough. Like, I'm only one person, right? That's it. That's exactly right. Okay? It's like I think I can speak for a lot of my spiritualists and readers in the spiritual community. We do feel very unappreciated and very used at times by certain individuals, and it's like they make it hard for the ones who do appreciate us and love us and things like that. Hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, $20 ain't a lot of money for me to give you some advice. Like, some of these people want $120 for 20 minutes. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? They want 150 for 30 minutes. And you're sitting there and you're dazed and confused and don't know what's going on. And VG's like, hey, listen, I got you for $20. And then you walk off with more information than you did for 120, right? Or 150 or whatever, right? So it's just like, okay, and it's just it's amazing how people, they just want to keep taking and taking and taking, but they're never in a that it's just sad. It really is. And y'all know the sad thing is is people like myself and all the other readers out here that are constantly wanting to help y'all heal and give you the positive things in life to move forward with. Um, you find that they will go after they suck your energy, they'll go over here and celebrate with karmic energies. Okay, after they done sucked your energy dry. Okay, and it's like then you feel it whenever they try to come back to you, and you're like, no, confirmation with my dog, because you know somebody done been on some type of demon time. That's energy vampires. Yeah, somebody could be getting a message about this too. Somebody took their money elsewhere, okay, and they made a bad investment, and now they don't got no strength, and now they want to come back over to the collective. What I tell y'all about somebody being on demon time? Like, you could have told somebody about, A, B, C, or D, or whatever was going on, and now there's a bunch of fights and arguments. Now somebody's trying to sneak away from whatever they was over here celebrating with, and this could be family, love, or friends, right? And you told them, like, them people's on demon time. They ain't good for you. They're juggling you, right? This could be this person that ghosted you, okay? And it's like, well, you can't come back over here. This door is closed, okay? Like, I'm not doing this. You're having to put your foot down, collective, okay? Because they want to come and they want to suck your energy and take it back over here to this group of people over here. And then whenever they're drained, they want to come back to you and suck your energy again. And it's like, no, you can't have my energy. This opportunity's been doing magic on somebody the whole time, okay? And you don't left this shit out in the cold. You don't block somebody. Now you just working on your foundation. And you're over here and you're celebrating. You're doing what you need to do. Because somebody's unhealed here, collective. That's what this is. They want that good energy, but they don't want to heal. They want to keep coming and taking from the people that's doing the work. And it's like, no. Like, you cannot have my energy. No. Like, it is what it is, right? Because somebody is heartless here. And collective, that's what you're understanding. Like, people are sucking your energy completely out of you and draining the shit out of you. And you're like, no. And then, like I said, we're coming up out of this Mercury retrograde energy. Give yourself a week because you're drained. But then guess what's happening, right? We got a full moon in Libra. Then we got a planetary alignment. And it's like, whoo, spirit, year 9 is coming through this building. And it's like, man, y'all, you better stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Y'all learning about energy vampires and draining and different things like this, right? You're learning about meditation. Shit, you're more interested in like, okay, VG, what's that Reiki session? How can I cleanse myself? I'm telling you, that's why. What's these ascensions? What's going on? Like, can you break this down for me? Because why I feel like this? I'm telling you how you feel like this. This is why. Because year 9 is keeping you on your toes. And it's like, okay, I need spiritual baths every day. I need to cleanse every single day. I need to be covering my head every single day. I need to make sure that I'm doing these things consistently, right? Because it's like, there was a meme I seen, not taking a spiritual bath and calling your energy back, and her third eye was like up here. Okay, she's sitting there and her third eye is up here, and she's like, that's what happens because you get out of alignment. Yes, you should take spiritual showers every single day or baths. Okay? That is really, really important to keep your energy clean. Well, I'm going to tell you something glorious like this. Sometimes when you leave a place, the tower, all the time, the tower will fall. And it's like, yeah. You got to keep cleansing yourself, okay? Somebody might be going on a road trip, okay? You might be called to go on a road trip to go visit a place. That could be very significant. Yeah, you're getting a message to go somewhere. And leave a 2 of Cups behind here. Because somebody ain't offering something. Somebody is a liar and a gaslighter. and you coming up out of this energy, and this could have been what happened. Like, you come up out of that energy, you like, that ain't no damn Two of Cups. That's a damn demon. That's a warlock. That's a you supposed to be somebody's sacrificial lamb here, okay? Like, for them and what they trying to do. And something about this, it's a bad investment. And somebody trying to keep you blinded, but you know the truth about something here, okay? Walking away, Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing here. Because y'all know full moons is about releasing. New moons is your manifestations coming in, right? So there is something here that needs to be released as well. Because I said something about that. I said, this draining energy has got to be released. It's got to be. Because you're not going to be able to move forward. And it's like it's directly hitting people's pockets and their foundations and things like that, because you're being forced to leave something alone. You cannot keep going back, touching it, loving it, feeling it, nothing. You cannot. You got to leave it where it stands, right? And it's like I said, there's only like 35% of the collective that is in a higher consciousness that even understands what I'm saying. This could be a friendship. You done gave so much love to this friendship, but they don't give no love to you. They don't support you. Leave them alone, right? It's like you can't keep on going back and dragging the horse to water and trying to make it drink it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to work. Somebody can't be trusted. Okay? Somebody can't be trusted here. And this could have been something that you figured out. Like, man, okay, you draining the shit out of me. I can't do this. Something about this. Because see, somebody's trying to stay stuck to you for your success. They don't have no kind of self-esteem. They're in their pride and they're under harsh judgment here. And this is like somebody coming, they're not at service, okay? This is like somebody coming to you and you always help them fix the problem. But then they always come back and they still have the same problem. You're like, okay, I can't help you fix this time. I can't do this. Because it's not funny. Like, this is starting to be repetitive, right? Somebody here has been made to surrender something here. Yeah. Somebody can't persevere through something. But it's because they don't want to look at the things that is holding their own growth back. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Y'all, I'm getting out of this energy. It's making my chest hurt. It's like somebody sitting in the background and you know this, but you just keep going back to a comfort zone. Them ain't your friends. Them ain't your people. Okay? I don't know how many times you got to be told that. Like, are you going to have to get a 25 to life sentence here for you to understand that them ain't your people? Like, something about this? Like, it's like, are you going to have to go to jail or hell for you to realize that this ain't your people? Like, something about, I don't know. Like, somebody just needs to keep going back to the stove and touching it because it's hot. And it's like, oh, you don't understand, VG. They make real good money over here. Okay, but what does that, let's talk about it. What does that consist of? Yeah. What does that consist of you making all this money? What kind of cursed bag of money are you chasing after here? Because it seems very draining and low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this ain't good. And it's like, this is, somebody here could be worshiping material things. That could be another thing. And it's like, okay, I know that we need money to live and we got to go to work and we got to do this, but you're worshiping this. Yeah. You said going in circles when no one was checking for these unavailable men. Mm-hmm. They didn't know how to be available. That's a childhood wound. Men was taught to shut up, go get a job, pay all the bills, and a happy wife is a happy life. That's not how this goes. Like, y'all got feelings too. Like, that is like the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. Like, The wife is always right. No, she ain't. Some of them's karmic as hell. Some of them will send your ass out in the streets and sacrifice you real quick, and then you go to the penitentiary for the rest of your life. And guess what? She done moved on and she sacrificing the next one. Oh, okay, but we don't want to talk about that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be careful. People will send you out and sacrifice you for their own better good and don't even give a fuck. And then whenever they're done with you, they already got somebody else lined up. That's why divine feminine, divine masculine is like, shit. I ain't. First of all, I'm not your second option. Second of all, if you gonna be doing dumb shit, don't come around me because ain't nobody finna do all that. Yeah. I heard it's anti-streets over here. Listen, we don't fuck around in the streets because we know what's up, right? And it's like people getting sent out here on dummy missions, and now they looking like, hold on, what's going on? Shit, you better go get that 9 to 5 or start your own business. You better stay up out of that other shit over there. Because the only thing you gonna get is 51 to life. No commissary, no phone calls, no nothing. Or you gonna be sent back home to your mom or your daddy in a body bag. That's the only thing that it consists of, right? And it's like folks are sitting out here because you don't want to partake in whatever they doing. Because that's what it's gonna consist of. The, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? What I say about us riding and dying? I need to know why I gotta ride and why we gotta die. Okay? I make it make sense for me. And it's like people can't handle the cold hard truth because that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. You're either gonna end up behind bars or in a body bag. You choose which one that you're going to take right now. If you keep going the direction that you're going, what is it that you're doing that is, because I'm telling you, stress will kill you. Family, friends, lovers, jobs. That job, guess what? They calling you and it's 50 feet of snow. You like, I can't get there. Okay, well, you're fired. Or they get a call and you're in the hospital. Well, when you gonna get out of the hospital? We need you to come in. You over there and you trying to get a fucking kidney. They don't give a fuck about you needing a kidney. They need their business ran. They don't give a fuck about your kidney. They gonna replace your ass. They're gonna be like, well, take them off the list. They can't come in, so this and that. And you sitting over here and you done been working for this company 25 years. And you're like, well, can I get my paid time off? No, that wasn't a part of the package. What you mean I done put 25 years in here? What do you mean that ain't a part of the package? Okay. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I done put 25 years in here. What do you mean this ain't? No, we changed the rules up. And you're like, well, I didn't get that memo. Hold on, what the fuck just happened here? Y'all see what I'm saying? They will use you, work you into the ground, and take advantage of you. And you're sitting over here, and whenever you need their assistance, it's like, that ain't our problem. Y'all, it's crazy. And I've seen it. I've seen people work for places for a very, very long time and stand up. They ain't even got no voice in that place. And it's like, okay, you help open the doors to this place and they don't respect you. They don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what's going on here? And then everybody wonders why they work for themselves and they go off and they become an entrepreneur and things like that. And then their business is thriving because you know what? We know what it's like to be taken advantage of. We know what it's like to not be cared for. Like, so when we have employees or people that come and get our services, we respect y'all, we love you, we care about you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. Y'all remember I was working at a job and that's when we first found out that my mama had breast cancer. And I walked in the office and I told him, I said, I got to take my mom to see the surgeon. Because at this time we didn't have all the details, right? And I remember my supervisor looking at me and he said, well, you're going to get a point. And I remember looking at this person and I said, did you not hear what I just said? We just found out that my mother has got breast cancer and I need to go to the doctor with her. And we lived about like an hour and 25 minutes away from her doctor's office. And I'm like, and you're here, you're sitting here and you're talking about a point. Well, we're on a point system here, and after this many points, da da da. Y'all, can I tell y'all something? I got put on probation at my job because I was having to take my mom back and forth to see the cancer doctor. When I started that job, I was there like 3 weeks. Y'all, I stayed on probation the whole time. Because either it was me taking my mom to the doctor, trying to figure out she ended up having to get one of her breasts removed for the the breast cancer. They got it removed, right? And they just took her boobie off, okay? And then dealing with my kids. So every other month I was going in there and signing a probation form at this job. And I'm like, I looked at my supervisor one day. I said, you realize since I walked in the door, I've been on probation here. Yo, it was almost like, what's going on? I mean, who does this? Like, how did, and then there was an elder that worked there. And he was sitting there and he was eating lunch. He'd been there for 30 years. And I was sitting there and I looked at him, I said, so for 30 years, I said, listen, I said, I've been here for like 6 months. I said, I've been on probation ever since I got here. He said, baby, let me tell you something. He said, you know how many school functions, how many doctor's appointments, how much I've missed? He said, because I have given everything to this job. And it was just, it's like, wow. But that's what they do to you. He said, my wife, he said, she takes care of everything. He said, he said, it's a blessing to have her. He said, but I'm going to be honest with you. He said, I don't go to a lot of functions. He said, because he said, I take care of the bills. He said, and my wife handles that. And you can see the sadness in his eyes. And y'all, it was so crazy because I'm like, so I looked at him. I said, well, I'm a single mama. I said, what? He said, baby, he said, I'm sorry. He said, and that's a sad situation. He said that the father just runs off like that. He said, and they don't have nothing to do with these kids. He said, they're supposed to be a man and go to work. He said, so you can go to them appointments, go to that school. He said, and do things that need to be done. He said, that's what he's supposed to do, right? But y'all, we don't live in a world like that where it takes two people to make the income. Well, I'm at the job like a year now. And y'all, this man, he puts in his paperwork to go on and retire. Because they took all these benefits and things like that and his hours. After 30 years, this man working there, they come in and they changed everything up. Y'all, they pushed all the old heads out of there. Now, you got to think this man been there 30 years. He done worked his way up. Come in, took all the benefits away, done this, done that. And it's like, what about all this time? And I remember his granddaughter, she was graduating. First time, y'all, this man ever left work. He walked through there and he said, well, I'm out of here. He said, I'm going to my granddaughter's graduation. At that moment, he reconnected back to himself. He started putting his family first instead of that job. And one of the supervisors come through there. He was like, well, he said, he said, that's going to be your first point. And he looked at him. He said, "Fuck that point." He said, "And fuck this job." And on Monday, come back in and gave and told him he was retiring. He said, "Oh, y'all can go to y'all's kids' graduations because y'all have a title here." He was like, "But," he said, "I've been here." He said, He said, "I've been here longer than you." He said, "I can do your job." He said, "With my eyes closed." He said, "Do you know I had 3 kids whenever you was born, son?" He said, "And you want to come here and he said, "You want to speak to me like that and talk to me like that?" Y'all, I was sitting there rolling. I was like, "Get him, get him. That's what he needs to hear." Because the supervisor was like, y'all 30, 40 years younger than this man that had been in this company all these years. He had watched this company go through so many transitions, so many owners, everything. And this young cat comes in trying to talk down to him. But then got to come ask him about this machine that done been there as long as him. You see what I'm saying? I was like, shit. Go on and step up. I couldn't believe it though. Y'all, that was that man's first day he had ever left work early. Never missed a day in 30 years. He was going to his granddaughter's graduation. And he didn't go to his own daughter's graduation, his own son's graduation, the doctor's appointments. He didn't do none of that shit because he was so dedicated. Now, me saying this story, there's a lot of our elders here that has been this dedicated. And you wonder why your grandmama was always home and she never got a college degree. She never got to go do anything because that's how they was conditioned to think. Like, you got to go to work. You got to make the money. You can't go and enjoy anything. Separation of households. Because when you got daddy at the office all day, every day, and mama at the house all day, every day, that's a separation. Because then he comes in, he's so tired because he's like a robot. He's like a robot. He just consistently just... That why y'all think so many people now work for themselves? We get up when we want to. We work when we want to. We do what we want to do. Because guess what? Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. That old man taught me a thing or two when I was there. I was like, I can't be you in 60 years. I mean, I can't because I don't have the other parent around. Like, I got to be that. Like, so that's another thing that inspired me to start working for myself, is because it's like, shit, I get to this job. I done been on probation ever since I got there, y'all. You know, but now I put myself in a position where, okay, if mom calls, she got to go to the doctor. Cool, I can take you. You know what I'm saying? I can take the day off. And I ain't gonna get no point. I ain't gonna get this. I ain't gonna get that. Y'all see what I'm saying? There's so many ways that you can look at things, but it's like that's how that's the conditional thinking that they have people in. Like, but then turn around, okay? Now hold on. We're gonna get into it. That same father that goes to work 6 days a week gets put in court. And they say, well, why wasn't you here? Why wasn't you there? Why wasn't you woo doo woo woo or mothers? Okay? Because I had to provide. Oh, you work too much. What do you mean? So do y'all see the system they created? It's damned if you do and damned if you don't. Because I remember there was a time that I got chastised because they said, why are you working 2 jobs with 2 kids? Well, shit, why ain't he paying child support? Why ain't he coming and getting his kids? Why ain't there any help? Like, what's going on here? And I'm doing what I have to do. And it's like, oh, well, that you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, well, lady, I didn't come with a silver spoon fed up my ass. Shit, listen now. I don't have no nanny. I don't have no rich daddy, no rich mom or grandparent. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, did what part of it's me and just them? I'm the sole provider. That's what I am, right? And it's like, it's confusion. But then all of a sudden you go and you're like, okay, well, I can open my own business. I can work 4 days a week. I can do this, this, and this. Then you got them stuck because you're available. Now you can go to you can go to the school. Now you can go to the functions. You can go to the doctors. You can do all of this because now you done created a space where you work from home. You don't have to do A, B, C, or D, or follow this schedule or whatever dumbass schedule they trying to put you on. You make your own schedule, right? And it's like people are angry with you, collective, because you figured this out. You know how you could change the narrative on some certain things so you can be present. And there's people that's upset about this, and it's like, okay, well, that has nothing to do with me. You got to look at your situation. How can you fix your situation to a point where you don't have to have childcare? You don't have to walk in there to that 9 to 5. You got to take that chance on yourself, right? Yeah. And it's like you got people angry with you because you ain't in no survival mode no more, because y'all was like me. You started looking at shit saying, hey, listen, I'm not doing this. Thank you so much for the $5. It's like I ain't doing this. Like what's going on here? Right? Collective, you're taking your power back. Okay? And if y'all look back, when they put us back in the house back then, how many people come out and was running their own business online? And it's like a lot of companies buckled and they went under because of that. Because people started figuring out, okay, I can do this. I ain't got to pay childcare. They cut out so many expenses, right? And I seen so many people thriving online at this time, and I'm like, wow, this is a beautiful thing. Yeah. Hey, Miss Deborah, how you doing, babies? What you want me to read on for you? But y'all see what I'm saying? So many people started thriving and they started cutting out so many expenses, and the husbands is like, well, that's great, like you stay home, or the wife is like, okay, you can stay here, you're working online with your business, doing what you need to do. Like now we're cutting out expenses. Now we're able to buy the house that we want. Have you ever paid for childcare? Let me tell you something, baby. Childcare will tear your ass up. Like it's so expensive, right? So if you're cutting childcare out, okay, then you're cutting out expenses on your cars, because now you got one person that's not driving at all. So all right, that's wear and tear, not being put on a car, gas, maintenance, all of this stuff, right? So when you start getting down to the brass tacks of things, it starts making more sense. Because you look at things and you're like, oh, okay. Damn. I didn't realize how much money that we was spending, how much money we was putting out just for me to go to work. When I can sit right here and I can do what I need to do. All I got to do is pay for Wi-Fi and buy a damn iPad. Oh, okay, shit. Cool. Well, let me do that then. Then all of a sudden people started homeschooling their kids. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm not taking a chance on sending my kids out to this world. Now I can have more time with them. Now I can teach them. Cutting out expenses of school supplies for all of them every year. School clothes. They can sit there on the damn couch while you're teaching in their pajamas. Y'all see what I'm saying? People started thinking about just everything that needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they started learning how to protect their family. And it's like it's like now people are upset because you got the cheat code. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. You know, we all started sharing our money and started helping one another and supporting small businesses. And look what's happening, y'all. Just saying. You got whole corporations buckling because of that. Miss Wright, you already know what the business is. Yeah, uh-huh. That's why I tell y'all, collective, you gotta stand up and take your power back. Like you can create a living situation for yourself where you're not stressed out and you ain't over here in the hustle and bustle and all of this situation, right? Oh, okay. And it's like people are mad because you ain't stressed out and you ain't all your health ain't bad no more. You ain't over here. Cause see, healing last night, y'all, listen, and my heart goes out to this young woman. She moved away from her hometown with her children, moved somewhere. She's got her online platform. And she is like, how do you heal from narcissistic abuse? She said, when you're trying to heal, you need stillness. She said, how um and she's right. Being a single mother, how do you find the time to heal? Okay? And that's some real shit, especially which she was talking about her situation and leaving a narcissistic person and doing and just like trying to just find time to, but she still got to take care of them kids. She still got to provide for them while the narcissist is still attacking her. And she's like, where do we find time to heal when we're stuck in survival mode? Y'all see what I'm saying? It's tough. It's like whenever you're put in that position where you got to take care of everything, you got to do this, and they're still over here attacking you and doing this and doing this. That's why, like, you got to have heavy boundaries, and sometimes you got to put some bass in your voice and be like, who the fuck are you talking to? Okay, listen, I'm working 2 jobs, I'm taking care of your children, doing what I'm supposed to do while you out here just living your fucking best life. Like, and this shit's been going on for what, how many years, collective, for men and women? Like, what is going on here? You're out here going on trips and doing this and doing that, and you got a 2-year-old son here that's staring out the window waiting on you to come. And it's and then all of a sudden now, because they're not getting their way, then they want to come get the 2-year-old son and say that you're the bad parent, but they never showed up. Now they got custody of a child that they don't even know. Can somebody make it make sense for me? But you the one that struggled the whole time trying to do these things while this person was out there living their best life doing whatever. And then all of a sudden, here they come running up talking about, oh, I got a child. Oh, hold on. It's wild. It's like, hey Disneyland dad, where you been? You wasn't there the first 7 to 10 years, and now all of a sudden, or the first 15 years, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh, hey. But what about the parent that was always consistently there, that took care of that child out the womb, that was nurturing that child and teaching that child and doing things while they was being abused in the process? It's crazy. And y'all, I felt that woman's pain, man. Like, y'all, that is, she is making real deal statements here. Cause narcissistic abuse it's psychological too, because they try to get you in your head and make you sit there. Like, I was dealing with a client, y'all, she was so narcissistically abused. She would panic by going in a store just to buy shampoo because he financially abused her. She was so afraid to buy a shampoo that cost over this amount. So when she got out of the relationship, got out of the marriage, I remember she called me. She said, I'm going furniture shopping. Y'all, this is the first time she had been out on her own in 26 years. Okay. And she went to the furniture store and she found this bedroom suit. She just absolutely loved it. And I said, well, buy it. You know? Y'all, she was so scared. I mean, she like, I gotta walk outside. She started having a panic attack. And I was like, sis, it's okay for you to go in there and make this purchase. Y'all, listen, when she done that, the next day she calls me and she was like, Sherry, I just went and bought my dream car. And I was like, okay. I said, you didn't have no problem? She said, nope. She said, I went in there. She was like, I picked out the car and I told them what I wanted. She was like, and they pulled it out. She was like, and they looked at me. They said, we're going to finance. She said, nope, I'm paying cash for it. And she was like, I wrote him a check. She was like, and I drove off the lot. And I was like, oh, okay. Do you see what I'm saying? She stepped out of her comfort zone in the furniture store from that abuse that she had been going through. You know what I'm saying? Because she was so scared. And y'all, look, when her narcissistic ex-husband pulled up and seen the house that she moved in and things that she had and that car she purchased, y'all, he was so angry. But let me tell y'all something. For 25, 26 years, y'all, this woman was a housewife. Okay? She stayed home, cooked, cleaned, took care of the kids while he went to college, while he got a career. She did nothing for herself. When she got out of, I told her, I said, what is it that you want to do? She was like, I want to be a realtor. I said, okay, well then go do it. Y'all, she did it. She divorced this narcissistic man. She finally got up out of that cage, and y'all, she's out here free. She's flying. And I just find that so beautiful because it's like, I watched this woman have a panic attack about a fucking bedroom suit that she was scared to buy, buying shampoo. Like, she was literally, she didn't know what to do with herself, right? And then now she's studying, going to be a realtor. You see what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do, collective. Don't let somebody plant a seed that you can't. Because, y'all, I feel like somebody is sending, I was talking to my husband about this earlier. Somebody is sending okay, hold on one second. We'll talk about it. You said, what about the parent that alienates their children from the other parent? That's what my ex did for revenge because I escaped sexual and physical abuse. Oh yeah, that's something else that they will do too. They will turn the kids against you. The kid is their biggest pawn piece, especially whenever they know that they have sexually and physically abused you or somebody else. Oh yeah, that's one of the big key things that parents like to do. They'll gang up. Like, that gang up is way different than, like being just in a marriage with somebody that just don't show no emotions. You know what I'm saying? But if there is some kind of abuse like that, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's like with if you're like a domestic violence victim, you're always the problem. Because whenever you finally get strong enough to talk about the abuse and tell everybody what's been going on, oh, baby, you become a bigger problem for their family, for their friends, for their new person, all of this stuff. And then they use the kids. I'm going to tell you, a lot of times, the domestic violence victim, warrior, will have to walk away from everything. And a lot of times you will be alienated from your children until they're old enough to see the abuse and what's going on. Yep, that's true. So, and you know what? I know a lot of men and women that has been in those type of situations. They end up being some kind of abuse counselor, activist for it, and things like that. And they always win. They always win in the end. Because you can't go around beating on somebody and sexually touching them and thinking that you're gonna keep getting away with this shit. Like this is the shit that is not, it ain't right. And it's like that's why you need to have a voice. That's exactly right. What you tolerate, yeah. That's why you got to dig deep down in there. Okay, you got to dig real deep down in there, and you got to know. Guys, you can go to Otter Spirits, okay? It's in my description box. They got the Divine Masculine package. They got the Prosperity Manifestation, Divine Feminine packages. They got earrings. They have necklaces. They have all different types of gemstones. If you guys are interested in, and you'll get 20% off when you put my code in. Everything's down in the description box of this live reading, okay? But yeah, I'm telling you guys, listen now. When you stand up against that type of situation, you got to have tough skin, because they will get their mama, their daddy, their sister, everybody involved, and they already know about the abuse. Because you know why? At some point, that person abused them and was putting their hands on them. They already know about this unstable ass monster. So that's the thing. And it's like, hold on, what? But in the end, the truth is always going to come to light. Always. No, I have a husband. And see, that's the thing, is like folks they don't understand like how you have to reprogram yourself after being in a situation like that, and they don't want to get it. They don't care, cuz this is how they was raised. Some of these people think this is normal, okay? And that's where we come in and say, no, it's not normal. You don't touch on little kids. You don't groom little kids. No, you don't beat on men or women. Like, what is wrong with you? If you got to hit somebody, you got to talk to them a certain kind of way. You got to gaslight them. You got to financially abuse them. You need to go check yourself. Like, that's fucked up. Like, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They sure will. Because they don't want to be exposed. Yeah, I already know. I've been there. Guess what? I don't let them hoes put fear in me. I'll be like, shit, what's wrong with you? Because listen, I'm going to talk about it. Who you going to go tell? Who you going to call? Okay? Because I'm finna talk about it. I don't care what you got to say. And it is what it is. You shouldn't have did what you did. And like, I'm going to protect myself. That's right. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Now, see, this is the thing, right? Now, what if your ex would have come in and and they uncle would have been knocked the fuck out on the floor with an ashtray? Then now all of a sudden you're the problem, but you was over there fighting for your life because this motherfucker over here trying to sexually abuse you. You see what I'm saying? Like, then they want to protect them. I don't understand that. They are literally out here still today. Do you know a predator or somebody that touches on kids still don't get hardly any time? This shit is crazy. It's like, what? You could go and touch on little kids and be a pedophile and do this and do that. And but that's why the laws are changing. That's why these systems are being dismantled. And that's why these pedophile groups, 90% of them are narcissists. Why you think they're going crazy out here? They all losing their mind and they trying to run for the border. Now get your ass back here. What the hell? Where you going? Nah, you're finna figure out what they finna figure out what they finna do with you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Jones. And it's just like folks don't get it. Like, what? Because like I'm gonna go back to what I said from the beginning. They feel like it's normal. Because see, it was done to them. So they don't feel like that there's an issue with it. Like that's what was done to them. So it's like no, like that shit ain't right. You need to go seek some professional help. And it's just it's man, we got some sick people in this world. There was somebody I seen they posted said that why this older man just walk up to this girl and ask her what grade she's in and like consistently continue trying to talk to her. Knew she was in high school. It's like, what? Why? Hold on. So you know that this is a child. You know she's in high school, and you still trying to have a conversation with her. Like that's why I said, like, man, folks better be careful trying to run up on somebody's daughter and their son like that, cause everybody ain't finna play with you. Everybody is not finna play with you. That's why, like, social media, so that shit with them, the DMs and these different dating apps and stuff like that, y'all. This shit is dangerous. It is, cause you gotta look at like what is on there and what our kids are being subjected to. Is that a grown man behind the scenes sitting there trying to talk to your 14-year-old daughter? Or is that a 50-year-old man that's a pedophile over there grooming your 14-year-old son on a fucking game? Like, let's be honest about it. It's like, what? But these are conversations that people ain't ready to have because see, if you can stuff your kid in a room with the game, then you don't have to watch them, you don't have to talk to them, then you're alienating yourself away from your own kids so you can go over here with this coping mechanism that you have and sit in the whole next room getting drunk and getting high and doing whatever or leaving these kids at home. Then it's free range for these kidnappers and these pedophiles because guess what, you gave them access to your house through the Wi-Fi, through the internet. They got look, y'all listen. You got kids that they got an iPad, they got an iPhone, they got an iPhone watch, right? They got 3 different ways to get in, and you pay for it every month. And you're just, they're just running around here on these apps, talking to this, talking to that, and then all of a sudden, one day your 14 or 15-year-old daughter don't come home from school. Because you had a girls' night out. But you didn't know that your daughter was over here being stalked and all this other stuff. And now she done got kidnapped and you're over here sitting and looking and saying, well, what just happened here? And then whenever they start digging into things, they're like, well, wow, we didn't. So you went on a trip for 7 days and you left. Okay. Well, somebody's been tracking your daughter, for a while now. Awareness. Awareness, people. I'm telling you, awareness is very, very important. Okay. And sorry, y'all. I couldn't do it anymore. Okay. Um, whoo, let me just breathe. Sometimes action needs to be taken. Okay. You can You can pray, you can do this, you can do that, but sometimes you have to be the action taker that goes and you do take action with this situation. Nah, it's not. Look, real chosen. When I tried. Okay, I be trying, but I can't. Like I this, it's just too. It's too much. I can't stand when somebody said when we're talking about real deal shit that's going on and action needs to be taken, and they're like, "Oh well, this and this." Shut your ass up. Sometimes we all need to gather together and we need to go forcefully in to handle the problem. And it's like action needs to be taken. Like you can't just sit there and be like, "Oh, what's gonna be?" No. If there's a known pedophile in the neighborhood, you need to be taking action. If there's you know what I'm saying? It's strange. It's like, folks, but see, that's them not wanting to be the problem solver. They're just, it's like they're waiting on something or waiting on this or waiting on, what are you waiting on? Let's go solve the problem. And in year 9, age of Aquarius, that's what's going on now. Action is being taken and people don't like that. They don't want action being taken with certain systems that's been put in place to continue to hide the predators, the sex traffickers, and different things like this because that's who they are. We got to divide the families. We got to make sure the father and mother ain't together, so the father can't be there to protect the children and blah 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 blah. Do y'all see the cycles? Let's put the daddy in jail. Make sure the mama got to work 3 jobs. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell her that she works too much. Then we're gonna make sure that she's so stressed out that she's unstable, and then we can rush in and we can take the kids and we can go over here and tell them, and then we can just go on and go. And they have repeated this cycle consistently. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? Okay, let's take the father out of the house, make the mother stressed out. Okay. Then you talk about she's an unfit mother, and she got to live on government assistance. She's got to do this. She's got to do that. Then they come and take your kids and they sell them. They're missing. How many of y'all ain't seen your kids? You want to know why? Because they sold them to somebody else. They made a good old dollar, and now guess what? There it is. Y'all, this shit's been going on for years. Why do you think, okay, projects are created? I'm from the concrete jungle. I could tell you about the system because I've been in it. I know about it, been there and lived it, okay? On that contract, okay, when you sign it, no convicted felon can come in your house, can be on the property. So say your baby daddy is a convicted felon, but hell, he done his time. He done been out 15, 20 years. He runs his own business, but because he's a convicted felon, he cannot go to your house. He can't be on the property. So now they're keeping the father away. Okay. So what your sons want to see is daddy. Okay. So now you're having to make arrangements. You're having to do this. You're having to do that. But in the process of where he was in prison, you had no choice but to go and live in that place because you needed some financial help. Right? Yeah, true enough, he made them choices. Yeah, he got himself in trouble. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, he been out. You know what I'm saying? Now he's trying to prosper. He's trying to do whatever he can do. But in the meantime, in between time, now his son 15. Now he's out here gang banging, toting a gun, selling dope. Daddy's getting out. I'm like, what the fuck done happened? Because mama had to work 2 or 3 jobs. Mama had to do stuff to make a living. So the son didn't have no other way to, what was he supposed to do except turn to the streets? Y'all have seen it a long time. And it's sad because then guess what? That son grows up and he ends up being put in that same position. Nope, you can't. And it's like, now it's a revolving door. It's a revolving system that they have created here. So now, look at your jails. They're crowded. They're making money. Because guess what? Now the kids are going to be a product of their environment. Wow. It's like, so then my entrepreneur mother's out here. Now you done figured out what's going on here. So now you done got up off the system. You done started your business. You started working from home. Now you can monitor your kids. Now you know what's going on. Now they're going off to college. They're doing this. They're doing that. And the father can, now he's rehabilitating himself because now you're helping him. And now the world is like, oh no, what do you mean? They can't be doing this. Exactly. It's like, because now the mother is over here teaching the fathers that you've been conditioned to think that this and this. No, we got to work together. Teamwork makes the dream work here. But how can you do that whenever they create these type of systems to keep the father out of the house, so the father can't be there to be in the son or the daughter's life, because this is what they create here, right? Then you got to fall back on the government. You got to do this, you got to do that. So for my people like myself that got out of government living and assistance and stuff like that, you seen some shit and you learned some shit and you was like, oh, I ain't going back to that, because I'm telling y'all, it's a suppression. You know what I'm saying? Like they really, y'all, that is the most scariest place to be when you live in places like that, because you cannot trust. You can't even let your kids walk to the bus stop by themselves, because now they done created a community of families here that are struggling. There's no structure, there's nothing, and it's like these boys ain't got no father figures. Y'all, I remember I walked out on my porch and there was some boys out there, no older than probably 16, maybe 17. They was out there playing dice. And I got in their ass. I was like, hey, listen, y'all know that y'all gonna get y'all's ass in trouble. Take it in the house. And you know what? Them boys respected me. They said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I said, y'all know y'all cannot be doing this out here on this porch. I said, you're drawing attention to yourself. I said, and y'all know I don't allow y'all to do that on my porch. You know what I'm saying? And they respected me, because like them boys, they didn't have no daddy. Their mama was at work. They'd come over there, they'd be like, Miss Sherry, what you cooking tonight? I give them a plate of food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen it all the time. It was like I was the mother hen, and I would always be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Because their mama was at work. She was, daddy's gone, you know what I'm saying? Or they never had no daddy. And it was like, I started seeing that cycle, and that's what also helped me get up out of there. I had a 5-year plan, and y'all, I got out a year early. I got out in 4 years. And I said, this is not how I'm trying to raise my family. I'm not trying to keep them in this type of situation at all. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, y'all know how hard it was, because I had to work 2 jobs. Then I moved to another apartment, and it's like, need help. But I still worked them 2 jobs and just kept working and working and working. Finally, I moved out of the city where I was raised in and finally caught a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, I can do this. But once I learned about the 9 to 5s and everything else, it was about the whole point system, and I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Y'all, I got tired. I got tired of motherfuckers telling me, well, you can't have this person in your house, you can't do this, you can't do that. You gotta come and you gotta work and you gotta do what we say. We got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had been in certain places in my life, and now at 41, I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm no. Let me create my own business where I can wake up when the fuck I want to and go to work when I want to. Like, so my kids, if they do need me, guess what? My son, he was just going to high school. And he wanted to go to the skating rink. He wanted to go see his friends. Well, guess what? Mama could pick up and do that. You know what I'm saying? I could pick up and do that because guess what? I didn't have somebody micromanaging my life. But it was like there was still the narcissist over there saying, "Oh no, that's not right. You shouldn't be. You should. You da 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 da." How do you tell me what I should and coulda woulda do? Okay, where you was born with a silver spoon shoved up your mouth, up your ass, and your mom and daddy writing checks for you. You ain't never starved. You don't know what it's like laying in the motherfucking project, with gunshots going off, and you laying on top of your kids, not knowing if you gonna fucking make it up out of there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when somebody comes from that type of struggle, now you're not fixing to deal with none of that. You're like, stop trying to tell me what I need to do and everything else, right? Something about that collective, and it's just like folks don't understand. If you come from that type of, yeah, say if you come from that type of background, it is what it is. It's you don't want to be suppressed anymore. You're refusing to stay in that type of system and things like that. Yeah, whenever you're just fighting to stay alive every single day, cause like y'all at the time, like I didn't have no car, so I would have to walk to the grocery store, walk to the laundromat, walk to take my kids to the bus stop and things like that. So I was on foot while all this violence is going on. And it's like, this shit is serious. But I still fought through and I got through it. You know what I'm saying? And when I got the opportunity to get the hell on somewhere, oh child, I did it. Mm-hmm. See, and that's another thing. That's so wild that you come in and you're saying that because how many of us moved out at an early age or we was pushed out the house and we didn't have no options. Like we was pushed out. You know what I'm saying? I moved out at the age of 16. You know what I'm saying? So it was like because I felt like I was being pushed out of the household. There wasn't no support. My parents was never home. All they did was work, 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 work. Like I hardly ever seen my parents. Like and there was no love. There was no you know what I'm saying? Like I think in my late 30s, 40s has been the most time I've seen my parents. And actually sit down and really got to know them now. I didn't know them. They was never there. And it's like now, the past 15 years, maybe 10 years, I finally am getting to know them. Yeah, I had my first child at 17. Yeah. It's like now you're finally getting to know your parents and now you're starting to understand where, back then that's what it was. Like they pushed the girls out of the house young because they married them off to start having kids and building families and building a family name, and they were supposed to go over here and marry this man and go have all these children with this man so they could keep the family legacy going. And it's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Listen now. What's going on here? And there was a young girl, a young woman that was talking about that. She said, let's talk about how, she said, my friend, she was 15 that I grew up with and her mama would throw her out of the house every other week. She was like, and she would literally sleep on other people's couches. She would go and she would have sex with a boy just so she wouldn't have to sleep out on the streets. Okay. Y'all, that's deep. That's deep. Like, and then if you're that girl, right? Now you a grown woman and you sitting over here and you don't trust nobody. You're over here thriving in life. And if you did have kids, 9 times out of 10, you probably raised the kids partially by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like, and everybody's looking at you and it's like, they don't even really know your story. And then you're probably one of the divine feminines out here right now that they're saying that you're crazy and you're psychotic and that didn't happen and it did. And you're over here and you done cut their ass off and you don't want to have shit to do with them. Because you're like, nah, bitch, I remember when you was kicking me out the door at motherfucking 16 and you wasn't never there and you was out doing God knows what. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't never no parent. How many of us really didn't know our parents? Because they wasn't never home. They was always in these streets. And now it's like, once you get to know them, it's like, damn, no wonder where all my trauma comes from. Because they was projecting their trauma onto you. And you didn't even know. See what I'm saying? Y'all's levels to this shit, and it's like, where does it stop? It stops with us. It stops with us. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing for you to be 15 because you can't take care of yourself. But it's a whole nother whenever your kids are 20, 30, something years old and trying to live up on you and stay in your house too. Do you see the two different situations here? Exactly. There's like some things that my mother tells me I don't remember. I'm like, I don't remember that happening. Like, y'all, I don't remember as a little girl having birthday parties. I don't. Um, but yeah, I as a little girl, I don't remember having birthday parties. Having a cake. I don't remember a lot of things. Yeah, shit, some are. Not some. No, some ain't though. Some still trying to stay up under that titty because, and I'm gonna tell you that the majority of the bunch I'm talking about. If your child was alienated from you, okay, by a parent, now that child is probably 18 to 25. That child is probably trying to come back because it was so toxic over there. They was hindered, okay, and it's they don't know what to do because they was hindered so much and kept in a box. They don't even know how to take care of themselves because that parent was trying to control the narrative so bad that they forgot to teach that child anything because that wasn't their intentions. And I'm speaking from experience. That's why I'm saying that. Because the objective was, let me hurt mama, let me hurt mama. And now literally this child don't know how to take care of himself. He does not know how to be financially responsible. He don't, I mean, it's crazy. He's out here just, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you need to have your own place to live. You don't have no kids. What's wrong with you? But it's because he was stuck in a box. They stuck him in a box and they were so busy trying to control everything and doing this and doing that. And it's like now he's having to relearn, okay, what it's like to, what you need to be focused on. You need to be going to school. They're like, no, you don't need to be doing this. You don't need to. No, you need to shut the fuck up and let this child get his stuff together. If he wants to go across the country, go to California and fucking take that job and go to college, that's what he needs to be doing. But like, listen here, okay? We ain't we not finna keep on hindering these kids, and so where we how many of y'all got the money to keep paying their iPhone bills and their car note and they insurance and health insurance and all you do you got that money? You gonna keep on carrying a grown ass child. I'll wait. How many of my parents out here on fixed income and you over here saying, VG shit, I just said I got enough to, take care of what I need to take care of. Like I can't be exactly. But some of these kids are literally being hindered by these abusive parents because they wanted all the fucking control. And it's like, dude, look what you created here. Do you realize your actions and what you've done? That you've hindered this child? And it's like, no, this ain't good. That's why, look, Gen X is sitting right now and we're saying, everybody looking and they panicking, and we like, what you panicking for? We're used to this. We just get up and we find a way. Everybody's panicking now. That's because they didn't get it. We didn't have parents. We didn't have emotions. We had to get the fuck up and get it done. Like, it's like we always had to find a way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, that's what I'm saying. And it's like when you try to be that parent that wants to place these values, that's like, okay, y'all, I was real big on yes ma'am, no ma'am. My son will go to his father's house and he come back and he say, yeah. Who you talking to like that? I remember his brother and sister saying, it's yes ma'am. You don't talk to mom like that. Did you see what I'm saying? It was different values, different raising over there. So when you got two different people and two different belief systems, that's how they speak to their parents. Like their mom hollers for them, and they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, well, "What?" I was not raised like that. I got slapped across the damn room if I didn't say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Hold on. I guess maybe it's a southern thing, but it's, you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's very strange. And I had somebody call me one day and they said, I could tell that you raised these other two kids because that one right there don't have no respect. He's very spoiled. He's ungrateful. He's like everything was handed to him. He didn't get it. My two younger ones, they lived in the PJs with me in the projects. They seen mama have to struggle and strive and get through things. You know what I'm saying? But him, yeah, he had that silver spoon, and like my other two kids, their daddy wasn't there all the time. He was in and out of jail. He had to go see his boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, that's another discussion. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. And now he's got a permanent position there, and that's where he's at. And it's like he tries to control the narrative, from the jail cell, and he's over here. Okay, Miss Jones, I'm gonna behave. But y'all see what I'm saying? Like I'm looking from a distance and I'm like, child, I had to be drunk the whole time because this is ridiculous. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, how you 23 and you ain't got you ain't got a plan for your life. You ain't doing what you need to do. Shit, at 23, I had already done owned a home. Like, yeah. I done owned a damn home and taking care of business. I done had my second child. I did, yeah. He got a permanent position, sis. I'm telling you. But then you look, right? I look back because I see both sides of the spectrum. He was one of the parents that said, "Oh, the kids don't need to be doing dishes. They don't need to be doing laundry. My mama did that for me." Well, I ain't your mama. Okay, I ain't your mama. They need to learn how to, that's people skills. That's life skills they need to learn. Like the fuck, they need to learn how to work a washer and dryer and pick up a broom. I said, cause who could be washing their dirty ass drawers whenever they go to college or whenever they're a grown ass man or woman? Like what do you mean? You see what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, who raised y'all? What is, cause his mama did everything for him. Okay, well, my mama, she wasn't there. I barely knew who she was. I had to wash my own clothes. And she better not come home when I still have the same bed covers on. Okay, listen now. And the house better be clean. I see that's why I say get to know who you're dealing with. Because if you're dealing with somebody that had two parents in the home and they had a stay-at-home mama, she did everything. So now, what position are you stepping in whenever you're in a relationship with this person? Mm-hmm. Are you gonna be the one that's doing everything, washing their dirty drawers, cleaning for them, making sure this is done, making sure that's done? They don't know how to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you sitting over here, and you like, am I in a relationship or is this a child? Or am I raising somebody? Because it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I did. My parents wasn't home. I knew how to work with dishwasher. Shit, my daddy put a sign and said it didn't work. So I was the dishwasher. I had to wash the dishes. I had to cook for myself. I had to wash my own clothes. I had to get my own self up. I had to iron my own clothes. Then I had a job. Like at the age of 14, like, and you got folks sitting out here and they're looking at you and they want to know how you keep making it because I had no other option. Well, I was gonna sit there and starve. I wasn't good. Shit, wasn't nobody there to cook for me. Wasn't nobody there to clean for me. Wasn't nobody shit. Cause my mom was already at the house at 4 o'clock in the morning, going to work. She was going to work. So this is things that they taught me. So them life skills, this day and time now has helped me get through. So it's kind of like, how can I really be mad about it? Because it taught me, you know, how to do what needs to be done, right? I remember my daughter called home from college and she said, Mama, she said, when you taught me how to wash the clothes in the bathtub, she said that come in handy. She said because this week I didn't have the money to go to the laundromat. She said so I washed my clothes in the bathtub and I hung them up, and she's like I got them drying, and I just giggled to myself. I was like, you didn't think that them skills was gonna come in handy now? And she was in college, and she was like, yeah. She was like, oh yeah. She said, and them Roman noodles. That's my best friend. She's like, cause Mama, I can't, I, I'm trying to make it. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, stop letting people tell you that your parenting skills didn't work because don't think that they ain't putting that in motion now. Cause I remember when she come back from college, she called me. She said I need a vehicle. She's like I got a job over here. She was like, but I'm trying to DoorDash too, Mom. My daughter keeps 2 or 3 jobs. You wanna know why? Cause she seen her mama do that. That's why. She seen her mother do that. And it's like her dad sits over here and he's like, oh, your mom this, your mom that. But your mama's the one who taught you them skills, not his sorry ass, because he wasn't hardly there. When he was there, y'all, he was the Disneyland father, right? So it's like, are you having that type of situation where somebody is a Disneyland dad? Where they show up and they get to take them on the extravagant trips and everything else, but you over here while they throwing up shit and you wiping their ass, you're making them soup. I remember she got sick and she called me. She said, Mom, I need you. And she came over and like she was 5 again because she just needed some mama loving. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And it's like sometimes they don't understand how much work that you put in and the things that you teach your kids. Trust me, it's going to pay off. That's why I tell you, if you know that you taught your kids right from wrong, stop putting that burden on yourself. Because sometimes you got to put your foot down. Sometimes you got to show them tough love and say, listen, I'm here for you, but it's got to be a boundary, right? I taught you. You know how to do this. That's like you. Listen, my dad, he said, my mom, she called and she's over here and she's trying to worry the shit out of me. My daddy said, you don't stop calling her. She is at work. She got bills to pay. She ain't got time to sit there on that damn phone and listen to all this mess you got. He said, Sherry's busy. And because see, I get it from my dad because he ran his own business. And growing up, my dad wasn't a talker like that. He was all about work. You know what I'm saying? That's that Virgo shit. And it's like, I got that shit. Like, okay, listen, I'm gonna find the solution. I gotta go to work. We're gonna get this shit done. That's it. But my mom is the cancer. She's the emotional one. She's always in her feelings and doing this. She's like, well, I'm just worried about her. And he's like, she a grown ass woman. Quit worrying about her. She gonna take care of business. Listen, now I taught her well, and that's something that my daddy always tells me. He's like, hell, I ain't worried about you. He said, hell, he said, I taught you what you need to do. He said, it is what it is. And collective, sometimes you do need to look at your children and reassure them, like, listen, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna help you, but sometimes I gotta let you fall. And this might be a partner, you know what I'm saying, or a family member. You might be like, listen, I got to put a boundary up where I'm always coming to save you. Because what if One day I ain't here. How you gonna figure this out? You know what I'm saying, collective? And Gen X right now, we ready for whatever because we already was born into this. We know like sometimes you got to take emotions out of the equations. And with this Libra full moon, I feel like that's what's going on here. Like it's going to be some heavy boundaries, some stipulations that are put up here, and it needs to be because you ain't finna let somebody keep on working you. Listen, if I got to do all the work, then your ass got to go. Your ass can't be here. This is with family, lovers, friends, or business, right? And y'all, if y'all notice, a lot of the messages and energy that's been going around is with businesses. They're eliminating. You going in there sitting around and not doing anything, they firing your ass. They getting rid of you. Ain't no free money no more. Ain't no you finna put the work in. And that's what's going on here. People they've been watching. And y'all, I think it was like a year or two ago, I said, there's gonna be an elimination with jobs. Something about you need to pay attention. Just go to work, do your job because they're eliminating people. And you're gonna be shocked when they just start going in and laying people off and keeping certain people, you know what I'm saying? Things like this. That's what's going on. It's like there's an elimination that's happening. And y'all might be seeing this in your job. Like, what the hell just happened here? Hey, y'all, I've seen it before. I seen 15, 20, like up to 25 people get laid off. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck? They just eliminated their positions. They're like, nope, we ain't paying that no more. Nope, we ain't doing this anymore. You see what I'm saying? And they're like, well, you can't do that. Yeah, that's their company. They can do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're probably cutting hours, all kind of stuff. You said I'm washing dishes now. I'm a dishwasher. Look, Miss Jones, I'm trying to tell you, you over there and you like, yeah, this is what I gotta do. Yeah. Y'all, Hercules is quiet. We about to go outside. I'm gonna take you out. We're gonna smoke real quick. We're going on a field trip. Oh, y'all, Hercules is in here sleep. Yeah. His ass. All right. It ain't as cold as it was yesterday. It's actually really beautiful out here. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that Mr. and Mrs. Smith reading was kind of deep, wasn't it? It's like two people live in the same house with each other and they don't know each other and they're finding out that they work for the opposite sides. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what's going on because it's union season. That's why year 9, because divine masculine is waking up and finding out he was sitting at the table with a bunch of ops that actually didn't have his back and ain't. They don't want to see him grow. They don't want to see him heal. They're just like But of course, divine feminine gets the rap of being the butthole, right? Because we're disciplined and there's just certain things we don't deal with. We ain't gonna get involved in, but them other people would. So it's like we get that rap of, oh, so you think you're better? No, I just ain't getting involved in that stuff that you got going on over there, right? Because no is a full sentence. Okay? And that's really important. No is a full sentence. That's for sure. Yep, uh-huh. That's exactly what's going on too. Divine masculine's getting a huge wake up call. I know my husband, I'll use him as an example right now. He's getting a huge wake up call about a lot of things in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's sitting here and he's looking at me. He's like, "Wow!" Like, cause he's learning to change his perspective on things. Yes, uh huh. But it's the sacrifice. Yes, it's a because somebody tried to trade places and take divine masculine's destiny. And that's the thing is like it didn't happen. It could have been with the family, could have been with the lover, could have been with the sibling. It could like different scenarios for different divine masculines. It could have even been with a partner that somebody was dealing with. Uh they could have been their mama, their daddy, somebody like but there was somebody here that was trying to trade divine masculine off and sacrifice them. And now Divine Masculine's like, hold up, wait a minute. I ain't about to go do no bid. Wait, hold up. I wasn't involved in A, B, C, or D, right? Just like Divine Feminine's like, wait a minute. What just happened here? I wasn't even in that city. What are you talking about? And now it's like, you got a lot of key players here, okay? People had resources. Think about it. People had resources. They were pulling strings. They was doing things and divine feminine, divine masculine started moving different. And now it's like these people are caught up. And year nine's done stepped in the building. We're 4 months into it, and everybody's like, "Whoa, hold on! Towers falling everywhere in Karmic City." Uh huh. Yeah. Cause we didn't realize that we was being sent out to be the sacrifice, right? Cause we didn't know what that meant. Oh, I bet. I ain't never been to Vegas. What's that saying? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's what somebody wants too. Whatever happened in Vegas, somebody wants to stay there, and it's not. It's being found out. Yeah. Uh huh. Well, you got to think too. You got a lot of in Vegas. It's about money. It's casinos. You know what I'm saying? It's prostitution, different things like that. So when you talk about money and sex in the same, that's why they call it what Sin City. Like when you talk about that being in one city, what is going on and what is people doing for money and how are you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it all goes hand in hand, don't it? Especially with you living there, you see it all the time. And it's been going on for generations and generations and generations. Right. Mm-hmm. Cause how many people got a favor called in where they didn't get hit for something, right? And it's like now that system's been dismantled. Now they don't know what to do because they can't call in them favors no more. folks is leaving. Uh-huh. That's why, like, okay, whenever the fires happen, uh I say wasn't no coincidence about them fires out there in Hollywood. Ain't no coincidence. People ain't paying attention. Yes, and the games that I was just talking about that really fed up about them games, the game systems and the game apps and stuff. It's uh it's a lot of trafficking going on through there. See, and you said that your ex moved to Vegas 3 months ago. I'm telling you, because I guess he thought that he was gonna go out there Dragonfly and get a good opportunity. Walked into something that's happening, right? Uh, I was watching Criminal Minds. Y'all, it's so crazy because they found a serial killer that was uh dictating things online, right? He was like giving out orders to different people, and it was some kind of website that they was on, and they had some kind of secret messaging thing and stuff like that, where he would send them a message, tell them where to go. And like, y'all, it was like all over the United States, right? I was like, this shit's crazy. And he was dictating it through a app. Okay. And the storyline was based on 2020, whenever they put everybody in a house. So, people couldn't get out. So that's whenever they started doing stuff online. Something about 2020 is when it probably picked up online than more or less anything. So they was creating certain things so they could like talk and communicate. And that's what it was showing like on certain websites and stuff like this. Yeah. So you remember we was talking about the dating websites. There's something I seen on TikTok the other day about Indeed jobs. Okay, they're warning people because people are going missing. They thinking they're going for a job and they're actually getting kidnapped and stuff. Yeah, y'all, it's wild out here. This world we live in. That's why something about me posting that reading the other day. Use your discernment, choices. Okay. Okay. Yes. Frequency is really important. So if you're in a low vibrational energy, that frequency brings them in. That's why I was saying something about somebody has a parasite attached to them and they're trying to get back to somebody that is on a higher frequency, and they can't get to them or touch them because of the simple fact they have escaped the whole matrix thing, right? Oh, oh, mm, mm. That's why we tell people keep your frequency high, okay? And don't entertain things if like something. That's why I said your body is very very significant. If it makes you sick, if it makes you feel weird, what if the vibration is not right, like if you're listening to something, watching something, listening to some kind of music, whatever it is, like y'all, there's certain kind of music I can't even listen to anymore. Like it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm like, turn that off, or it'll instantly give me a headache. I'm like, this ain't good, right? I don't like the frequency. Yeah. Well, okay, listen. I'm gonna take you back real quick. Uh-huh. Y'all remember growing up and you would hear the bells go off in the town? Well, they stopped that, right? But that would cleanse the energy of the town, okay? When that bell went off. Because y'all know bells, singing bowls, frequencies, okay? They did not want that to cleanse the town. So it would keep that energy there. So now the bells ain't going off and it's not cleansing the energy. So that energy is able to embed itself in people, places, and things. And it's like, what is going on here? And if you listen to these frequencies, like I said, once you start meditating and start listening to them frequencies, you get to a point where you got to listen to them every day so you can keep your energy cleansed. Yeah. So if y'all notice, like if I hit my singing bowls, uh, you will you'll see people run up out of my chat, okay? Because they can't handle that frequency because they're on a lower vibration. They can't handle that higher frequency. So, and that's also too because they have chakras that are blocked. And now it's opening them up and they don't understand what that means. And they're freaking out because they're like, what's going on? So, yeah, whenever you got frequencies playing, they can't stay in. They can't get comfortable. Cause I notice when I do singing bowl meditations, I don't get a lot of views on those. Especially for people that's trying to come get some karmic messages. They will skip that all the way. They don't even try to view it, okay? They ain't getting into that energy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna try it out right now. I'm gonna show you. I can cleanse the energy in the chat. See, a bunch of people left whenever I walked outside. A lot of people like being in dark rooms. They don't like the sunlight either. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing as well. All right, let me go over here and I'm gonna. All right. Yes, that was therapeutic. It's a heart chakra, um, heart. throat chakra and root chakra bowls that I have over there. It's the white crystal ones. Yeah, you said your body's your body tingled. Yeah. Uh huh. So see, once you get used to listening to your frequencies and stuff like that, it'll help you keep your energy cleansed. That's a fast cleanser too. Like even with like just one of them what is it, the metal or copper bells. Okay, yeah, like this right here. Okay, yeah. See the those are different, but this right here is a good cleanser too. I know this right here was the collector's favorite bowl because y'all be like, cleanse the energy. And I would hit this bowl and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what we needed. You see what I'm saying? It's about the frequency. Uh huh. Right. So see, you know a thing or two. I'm telling you, listen now, once you start getting to know certain things, that was the root chakra, the throat chakra, and the heart chakra bowls. I got those three, okay, but you can buy like the whole set of seven as well over there on Amazon. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, this one, it's just one of these. I don't know what this one's called. I guess this is just a copper singing bowl. Yeah. I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like 11.99. I bought this years ago. Yeah, that's what I said. Like this one right here is very, very strong. Like if I'm trying to do like a quick energy cleanse of like the house, or if I'm doing my live chats, like they'll be like ring the bell. I'll hit this right here and you can tell the difference. Like, yeah, it'll run any kind of low vibrational energy completely away. So say that you don't have no sage or Palo Santo or incense, but you have a singing bowl, you can hit it, walk around your house and cleanse the energy, okay? And open up the doors and windows as well. Uh-huh. That's why I tell y'all, like, you got to be careful because you got people that's got attachments and different things like that. And they're like trying to mask it, okay? And it's like, why does your energy make me feel like that? If you question somebody like that, that's what that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, get you one of those. I'm telling you. Hey, that's a bad little boy right there. I'm gonna tell you something. That one has been traveling with me for the last 5 years. When I started really like getting into frequencies and singing bowls and stuff like that, I was like, all right, because Spirit had me to start really doing that and getting into like Reiki healing and crystals and stuff like that. Like, yeah, with my crystals, like I can cleanse some energy like something serious. And I was doing these messages as well. But I noticed there was only a few people that would utilize them. Yeah. Yeah, the frequency is good for everybody. It'll definitely keep you cleansed. Well, that's like, also too, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're working a 9 to 5 or you're going out, make sure you're covering your crown chakra, because if you're an empath like myself, you're grabbing everybody's energy. So I'm always wearing some kind of protection with me, and I'm always covering my head up whenever I go out in public. So see, that's the thing. It's really, really important. You want to keep protecting your energy as much as possible, because you never know who you're around or what kind of attachments they have. Because, like, you could be around somebody that's like suffering from a sickness, right? But they ain't telling nobody, but you can feel it. And you're like, okay, why is this making me sick? Like, that part of your body will start hurting. And you're like, okay, I don't have nothing going on with my kidneys. What's wrong? Why am I hurting back there? Because you're an empath and somebody got some kind of kidney issues, and you sitting beside they ass, and you over here, and now you pulling their energy, and it's like, whoa, hold on. And then you leave and you get away from them, and all of a sudden that pain goes away. Have you ever experienced that? And you're like, okay, wait a minute. Listen, And see, you could be dealing with somebody like this. They might be dealing with some kind of sickness, and whenever they get around you, you make them feel so good. So they're over here love bombing you, and let's go to dinner, let's do this, and the whole time they ain't telling you they ass is sick. They just need your energy to heal. Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, it's okay, baby. That's why you're here. Yeah. See, overcoming obstacles and resources. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some of these people that refuse to heal. They just they want to go on, and like, that's like somebody, okay, with your chakras, right? You want to start from the root and work your way up. Okay. If you start from here with your third eye and open it, then you're going to end up going into a psychosis, because you ain't worked on the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the heart chakra. Like, you're sitting here with your third eye open, but your heart chakra's closed. You still have damage done to your root chakra. You ain't cleansed out all them soul ties. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, now you don't put yourself in a psychosis, because you're seeing all of this stuff and different things. That's why I say it's levels to this. Like, you want to start from the bottom and work your way up, right? Because see, what if your root chakra is blocked? So your intuition is blocked. So that's done blocked your money. Now your intuition is blocked, but you're seeing things, but with your third eye, you done open it up. So now you done threw yourself into a psychosis, because now you don't know what this means. You don't know anything, right? That's really, really important. That's another thing. You will get around people that are trying to siphon your gift, trying to block it, because they don't want you to see what they're doing. Y'all, I can't tell you how many times at just a drop of a dime, I'm like, nah, I want to go. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, I'll be like, no, I don't want to go. I'm good. That's like even like going to the grocery store or going, to somebody's house or whatever. Like, y'all, the other night went somewhere, and I was in so much pain. Okay, physical pain when I got away from them people, places, and things. Like, it was hurting me physically, and like my stomach, I felt like somebody just took a like that. There was a knot in it and was just jerking my stomach like this. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Finally, I got home, and I got in the bathtub. I got myself cleansed, and I was like, man, like, y'all, I felt like somebody plugged me in. Okay, and they was just siphoning the shit out of my energy, and I had a hat on, I had my protection on, and everything. That's how I knew like it was some real strong demonic ass energy around, because it was like, all right, I got all my protection on. What's going on here? You know what? I just need to go. I need to leave this vicinity, these people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the more that you evolve, the more that you ascend, the more physically you are going to feel this. Okay? Pay attention. More physically, you're going to feel it. All right, collective. I ain't got nobody that needs a reading. I'm about to hop off here if not. Okay. I am open for personal readings, Reiki sessions. Okay. Y'all just hit me up. Let me know if you need me. Yeah. I'm gonna get off here and make some food. Thank you, love, for the $25 donation. All right, collective. I want to send y'all some love, light, and healing. Thank you so much for being here with me, and it's been a nice session. Okay. Um, and I will see y'all possibly later on. I don't know. I'll let y'all know what's going on. 9-9, okay, 33. Endings, mind, body, and soul tapping in. Okay. You could be a master 33 and you're looking at things and you're understanding with this Libra full moon. There's some things that's gonna have to go here. It could be something about the physical body, something could be making you sick, okay? Something about that. All right, I love y'all. You're welcome, babies. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, okay?